but that's what we have Pabst Blue Ribbon for.
Child, please.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Robert's already sick
Pretend that
of our
those
shit.
cues were fireworks, though. What if we just overrode Robert's pew pews, so we just kept slowly pewing for 10 more minutes?
This is our 4th of July episode. Sort of.
Fuck, we should have. It is. We should have
shit.
done the machine guns. All right. We're gonna cut this part, but just take it away. And 3, 2, 1.
Bro, remember? Remember how sick it was? Did you guys ever have just that like electric keyboard as a kid, and like one of the settings on it was just fireworks? So like if you held down the note, it would go like ding, boom.
I know what you're talking about. I did not personally own one, but I had friends that did.
Mhm.
That was the sickest one. And then the best part of it, this is so off topic already, but this is what we do. There was one like button that you could press where it had a pre-programmed song in it that would go do 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 do. And my older sister made up a song about my younger sister that would enrage her to no bounds. So if she heard that sound coming from anywhere in the house, she would just like attack you.
You have 2 sisters?
Yes.
I did not know this. I thought you had 1 sister and 1 brother.
No.
They sent one off. They banished one. There's only room for one sister in this household.
Well, the younger one did throw a spoon at the older one time and shatter the kitchen oven.
Ooh.
Yeah, they used to have some fights. They're not really friends anymore.
No. Are you friends with your other sister? I know you live with one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really super close.
You chatted up with a rag.
We text each other from time to time. You know what's weird? I wouldn't really say I'm super close with like any of my siblings. I just live with one, and my brother calls me all the time. So we don't really share.
I was like, your
feelings and
brother
stuff like
does
that.
talk to you a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like in the sense of like sharing feelings and like plans for the future and what we want to do.
What's
We're
this
just
gas
like,
stuff, dude?
just like, oh, I'm making pot roast tonight. I'm like, fucking dope.
And then your
And I
brother's
put my-
like,
then I put
fucking
my headphones
CNN. You see what CNN's trying to say?
I got one for you today from him.
Look, January 6th, did they need to do it? No, but it's not necessarily the worst thing.
So I texted him a CNN article. Said this the experiment, a massive Cheez-It, which is 16 times the standard size, serves as the base for Taco Bell's new Big Cheez-It Tostada. And he responded, this better not be more fake news from CNN. Sorry. And then he also added a winky face emoji, but not the emoji, just the semicolon parentheses.
Oh, fuck.
And
yeah,
I wanted to
Fuck
respond
yeah.
and say, did you just winky face at me? Like,
wait, did he do like, so winky face, like
no.
the semicolon, and then did he do the P? Is it semicolon P where it's got
No,
the tongue sticking out? You're like,
okay, that was more advanced than he ever got with emoticons. It's just semicolon parentheses. And
like
then
Eli Manning in that Saturday Night Live bit.
that was at like 123, and then he texted me a couple more times about the Astros, but because he texted a winky face at me, I haven't responded to him since because I'm disappointed in him.
That's a good, like, hey, I'm not mad. I'm just gonna put you on. I'm gonna
What
suss
if-
you for one day. I'm not gonna be replying to your texts.
What if I never talk to him again because of it? Like 60 years down the road.
That's it.
Like-
And then you just act like you had this hardened relationship with your brother, and finally, like, so you find somebody to love you and spend your life with, and they're like, so why don't you ever talk to your brother, Pat? And you're like, well, one time he
texted me a winky face.
emoji, and not the emoji, just in like
The
I don't-
emoticon.
What's the other one called? Emoticon, whatever that is. Yeah, he sent me that one.
I lost all respect for him that day, and I felt like our relationship was over. Didn't even tell him. I just never spoke to him again.
There's this is gonna be great for the people that are just listening. But oh fuck, I can't even draw it. I was gonna draw it and then show you guys, but I fucked that up too.
Why
So,
are
like,
you the
this
way
is-
that you are?
Yeah, this is like what he sent you. This is what he should have sent you. Like that's the like wacky, like wah wah. That's if you're watching the video version. And then I don't understand this one that you get sometimes. It's like the X and then like a smiley face, and it's like, what is the X doing? What are your eyes doing like that? What point do your eyes do that? It's like a very anime thing, I feel like.
I mean, this is the one that he sent me. Excuse my terrible drawing. I think it gets the point across.
This is great. So yeah, if you're not watching the video version, you are missing out because this is some quality content right here. But let's try and bring back like the old school emoji, like before emojis were a thing, when you had to just kind of make them up and you're like, I don't really know what this one means.
I bet it'll autocorrect. Let me even try and send you guys one right now. Nope. It sent it. Maybe because Robert's not part of the iPhone army.
Yeah. I remember sometimes like you would see girls posted like on their MySpace and they wouldn't be great at the coding part because they would just copy and paste most likely, and it would be like something and hearts, and that was supposed to have like little heart
and hearts,
but like if it didn't, it was like and hearts. And they must have not put a slash. I don't remember that.
I didn't know. I never knew how to code.
Like realizing that's them fucking it up. Yeah, MySpace was the day like there is that meme where it's like we were low key all learning how to code just because we were copy pasting stuff you'd find. You're like New York Giants, MySpace background, Google. And it's like, boom, here you go. And you're like, ooh, that's Eli Manning. Good. I want that. Copy, paste. And then it's like, bam.
And hearts.
Those are the days. And hearts was just every chick at some point had and hearts.
I don't even know if I ever realized that that's what they were trying to do. I thought it was something that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I would read it every time. I would be like, Steffi Gonzalez and hearts.
I remember being much older, realizing that. Like, oh, that's every girl on MySpace that couldn't figure that out. But speaking of girls and like social media, like MySpace was the beginning. This is episode 468, by the way. Happy Gravy Day, everybody. We're a little late getting into that, but we started twice. Podcast so nice we started it twice, even though we cut that first part out. Maybe we did. But so I got a TikTok for the podcast. I had said I was never gonna get a TikTok, so I did not get a personal TikTok. I made a podcast TikTok at Past Gravy Pod. Follow us on the TikTok. We just hit over 100 followers, and we're just posting Past Gravy content and some brotivation stuff. But because I told you guys weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to be a brotivational kind of dude. I'm just going to be like, what's up, fam? Rise and grind. I've stuck to it ever since then. Every morning, I tell you guys what you should be getting out of bed for. And I feel like I've changed lives. All right. I don't want to brag, but I do feel like I've sort of changed some lives. Get on TikTok. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll use my motivational quotes every morning on TikTok as well. So I really just shoot it on Instagram and then post it to TikTok as well. And because I post like hashtag brotivation, hashtag motivation, I've gotten thrown in the algorithm that it thinks that like all I want to see is motivational, like inspirational stuff. But what TikTok thinks is inspirational and what I think is inspirational is very different, because it's just like some simp dude that's like, look, ladies, some dude needs to tell you that you're worth it. You're his whole world. You are everything that any guy could ask for. And it's like 4 million views. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then girls are just like, yes. Oh my God, yes. It is all the stuff we were joking about, like prayer hands, this. Oh my God, so true. On God, this is me. This is me. I deserve this. Like that you deserve it. Shit. And then there's the opposite side of the motivational TikTok, which is like semi-motivational TikTok, but it's the I've been broken or cheated on in a relationship and I'm hurt by it, but that is now my personality trait. My personality trait is that I was in a relationship and was cheated on, and that's it. And so it's like, just because you were cheated on doesn't mean that you can't find somebody that'll appreciate the real you and tell you all the things that you were meant to truly be. and dumb shit like that. But like, I don't need to just keep making them up because I did screenshot, and I'm pretty sure they can probably see that I screenshotted it. But I have a book of I want to make a coffee table book of just some. This is a podcast reading from Alex, and just we're gonna run through a couple of them. But so these are a combo of like dudes that just kind of being simps, and then chicks like the I'm broken is my personality trait. And I'm not saying like abusive relationships, fucked up shit. I get that, but also like. I was listening to somebody talk about gaslighting this week, and gaslighting like is like the worst thing in the world to people right now. The gaslighting basically just means confusing people. And it's like, if you got somebody that's confusing you, man, like maybe you shouldn't be with them. Like gaslighting is not like murder, and they make it out to be like gaslighting is murder. Gaslighting is literally just like confusing you. Okay. But these are some things. This is from Bryce Day Loach on TikTok. He says, you deserve more than just the bare minimum. You deserve a text every minute, not every hour. You deserve effort every day, not just the days you feel like, or they feel like giving it. You deserve to be loved the way you love.
First of all,
So true.
right
I just
away.
comment on him. Like, so
right
true.
away wrong. Right away.
Which probably screws up my algorithm.
First of all, a text every minute. One, she would immediately lose interest because they think this guy is needy. Two, that's some codependent shit that is like eventually going to end with her murder. If she's with a guy that's texting her every minute,
it's kind of weird.
That ends with him on the news and her in a body bag.
We'll move on to our next reading. This is from Hazel on it's from Rennie, excuse me. Hazel Eyes is the filter she used. How crazy of me to not realize that.
And Hearts.
Says, Rennie and Hearts. Had to break up with my ex because our signs just weren't compatible. I'm a Libra and he's a wishy-washy person that tells you what you want to hear and has his own way of sprinkling in commitment issues. It's like, that's a very, very like specific situation, I feel like. This is another one from
No. I get to comment on all these. That's the rules. One, if you're
we got a lot of these, so we're just gonna wrap.
They're gonna be quick. You're gonna say something, and I'm gonna be a judgmental asshole.
All right.
So if you're breaking up with somebody because of your astrological signs, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, on to the next one.
All right. This is from.
This is fun.
I don't know. It is you. It is fucking you. I cannot describe it anymore. It's you. You are the only one that I will ever want. I belong with you. You are my home. I look at you and somehow I can see 50 years from now on the front porch of some old house in the middle of nowhere, and we're together. I need you. You're the only thing that matters. This is what I deserve.
16 to 22. They're a cutter. And they're going to be a pain in the ass for anyone.
Former cutter, reformed cutter.
I don't know. They're saying it's always you. I deserve to be with you. We're going to be together. They're going to be just emotional wreck for the next 10 years and be a pain in the ass to anybody that wants to date them.
Now, this is from a dude that's kind of like, I'm broken dude. Like it's the reverse, all right? I wanted to get all sides. There's all sides of these, you know? This Dat 6.7 Platy is who this is on TikTok. It says, was he toxic before you made him an option instead of a priority? Was he toxic before he kept giving you chances after you constantly kept hurting him? Was he not communicating because he was tired of repeating himself? And then just the background picture, guys, is a truck.
Oh, yeah.
That lifted truck. Like, fuck dude.
That's the guy that texted every minute.
That was the guy. That's what happens when you are that guy. Yep. Yeah, I don't disagree with that one. This is from Ash on TikTok. Ladies, if you haven't heard from your man in over 24 hours, don't be dumb. Clearly his relationship or his other relationship is going well. Don't ever be someone's plan B. You are not free salsa, sis. You are tableside guacamole. I'll be your hype girl. Anything of that?
Yeah, that's just fucking dumb. People get busy sometimes. Like, yeah, you probably shoot off a text every day, but like, you're fucking codependent as shit. Grow the fuck up. You can send a text too. They don't have to be the first one to message you every day.
Psychological abuse by a narcissist, and she hashtagged narcissism, psychological abuse. Like, who on TikTok is like, I'm gonna go find some psychological abuse TikToks?
I mean, you want me to start one?
It's very long and written out, so I'm not going to get into it. But it's like, just like, who goes looking for that? This is from Liz on TikTok, and she says, he put you through hell and back. He comes up with reasons why it would never work, ditches you to work on himself, and work is in quotations, and he's going to do the same thing again if you allow it. You would have stuck with him through legit anything. Bye. And then it's the peace emoji.
That one's correct, but not aware why they're correct.
Yeah, they just wanted to say
They're
something
like-
that was going to go viral. Like, you can tell 95% of these are just ones that were like they're like, well, people are also going to agree with this, which is, I mean, hand up. That's 1000% what I do with the motivation one. But I'm also like, it's a parody of these.
No, but that one, it's like, yes, obviously you shouldn't be with somebody who very obviously doesn't want to be with you, but she's also wording it like, but you love him so much and you're right and he's wrong. And someday he's going to realize that and come crawling back to you. And then you can, no, just don't be with that person. They're an ass. They're not even necessarily an asshole.
Move on, sis.
They just don't want to be in a serious relationship.
I'll be your hype girl.
You're probably smothering the shit out of them. And 50% of the time you're smothering the shit. 50% they just don't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
But they
So
like
again,
fucking
TikTok
you, so they're going to
teaching us so many things. Last one I'll do. We'll move on.
Maybe that's what I should start my TikTok is I just find 16 to 22-year-olds posting. And then I give like advice from a 32-year-old, like,
but it like just pops up on like it's the For You page, not the people you're following page. And I'm like, okay, I don't know.
But
like,
if I follow all these, I'll keep getting them.
And that's my problem is like I comment sarcastically. I'm like, so true. And then it gets like 10 likes because people are like, yes, this person gets that.
TikTok Doc.
Really.
That could be my name.
TikTok Doc. I like that. Then last one we got, this is from Bryce Deloach again. Bryce Deloach has some fire.
Oh, he's gold.
Fire TikTok motivation. This guy gets it. He says, usually after a relationship ends, you can see where the problem was coming from. It's usually not the person that ends up single for a while and tries to do something productive with their lives. I would disagree, because if you were getting cheated on, it's probably the person that immediately got in a relationship after that was like the one that ended it.
Yeah, because they already found somebody else to fuck. And then
they're like, well, this is convenient. I already got this.
And they don't text me every minute, so I'd rather be with this person than the person who keeps texting me.
Oh wait, what else is this? Wait, no, I thought we were done. This is from Tim O Fitness. If you've walked away from a relationship where you were still in love because you were being hurt more than you were happy, then not only does that show your strength, but it shows that you truly love yourself and you're willing to wait to find something that makes you happy more than it hurts. You got dumped and you're convincing yourself that you were the one that ended the relationship. That's what that is.
Yeah. But I mean, also like, oh, you got out and you weren't happy. You're so strong. But just don't date people that don't maybe like. Basically, that's the exact opposite of the line that Matt Damon uses in The Departed when they're laying in bed and he looks at her and goes, listen, if this isn't going to work, you got to get out. I'm Irish. I'll just stick with something forever because I can't get out of things. And that person's like, yeah, but you got out. You're so strong. You're not Matt Damon.
Right.
Yeah. Just don't keep doing things that make you miserable. It's a very simple but I love him. Okay. Stay fucking, either do it or don't. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
All right. Last one. This is really last one. It's, from Brees Fur. I don't know. But this is a hashtag narcissist because I got sucked in this. I fucked myself by clicking on the hashtag. So like, I want to see some other ones.
I might need access to our TikTok.
Oh, gotcha. Hashtag narcissist, hashtag love bombing, hashtag gaslighting are the first three hashtags on this one. So
this can be good.
You know it's good. I have a very specific kind of person that I want to see this TikTok, and these are who they are. Bree says, when you finally break the trauma bond and see that piece of shit for what he is, an average man with no job, no life, and no future who manipulated, and that's manipulate with an M-I, manipulated and gaslighted you for months for sex, money, and a vehicle, it's a girl.
So you're stupid.
Girl. So have some self-respect.
So this guy that has absolutely nothing going on in his life, you let him hit for months on end, and you paid for everything.
You had no respect
and you gave him
for
your
yourself,
gas.
girl. How do you respect others?
And now you're making a TikTok going, yeah, you realize he's a piece of shit. you're kind of a piece of shit too, and a real big dummy.
No, you just have no self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, he's not going to respect you, sis. What is it? Is it like rise and grind, sis? Rise and grind.
She really put that on the internet and hit send. Like, I'm so empowered.
Oh,
No,
and also she's laying in a bed.
She's
laying in a bed. So it's like, I've obviously figured it out. I'm not been just crying posting this.
This is the bed that he used to just pound me in and then take my car to go play.
But
Xbox
now
with
it's
his friends.
just my bed because he left it, even though I found him cheating.
In my bed.
Gaslighting. We're big gaslighters today, all right, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, ladies, if we're gaslighting you. I felt like a parent. I felt like an adult that like a grown up when they find your stuff. Like, I don't understand why do you watch wrestling? It's not even real.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
I'm
you
like,
to teach me how to.
What are you youths doing?
I need you to teach me how to duet TikToks, and I just want to like side by side,
like
my face next
side
to
by side. Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I don't, dude. You know why I don't
think
post on Instagram? Because I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use any of Instagram. That's why I still don't post anything. Except I took a video. I know how to post a video, but like I can't even figure out the filters half the time. It's like who's your Pokemon team? And I press it, and then like nothing happens, and I just give up. I'm like, I want to be part of this, and I can't.
Yeah. I'm trying to be in touch. I'm trying to be in touch with the youths.
But I want to go viral
for
just shitting on emotional fucking people still going through puberty, and then everyone get mad at me.
And gaslighting, and you are set.
Then they'll duet my duet and be like, this guy is gaslighting so hard. He's gaslighting.
You should do it, but buy a gaslight and just have the gaslight in the background. So it's like, I'm literally gaslighting.
But I drink a lot and I'll forget to turn it off and I'll burn my house down.
Well, then do the thing where like you use the green screen effect and it looks like there's a gaslight.
If you teach me how to do it.
There's got to be a way. We'll figure it out.
I got no idea how to do this, guys.
You and I together are going to conquer TikTok. That's what we'll do.
You do motivation in the morning, and then later on in the day, I'll just shit on young kids whose hearts are broken because they don't understand not to fuck people that don't care about them.
But you were just being motivational this morning. You told me to be a sled dog, Alex. You told me to be a sled dog.
Yeah.
Pull my own sleigh.
What if I get it going for a little while and then eventually I just start duetting your TikToks? Like, look at this dumb motherfucker.
Then when you like, it just circles around again.
And you know how like when you do that, like it posts your at over their at and it gets all blurry, but like it lines up because it's just past the gravy on top of past the gravy.
I like that. All right. I'm sorry to everybody that does have TikTok for just having to do that. But just TikTok's been wild, man. Like that's been a big thing I've been into since Friday. Since Friday, whether it was David and Alex McThunder and Texas Cat Daddy, Stream of Cream. Like they were the ones that kind of pushed me. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'll just fucking make one. All right. I'm not going to make one that's my personal one. I'm just going to do it for the pod.
I'm still going to have to log into the internet though, because if I download the app, my friends send me TikToks all the time and it'll completely fuck up our algorithm.
I don't think our algorithm can get worse, honestly.
No, oh, you think so? I'll just start over the course of this week. I'll forward you the ones.
Do they have like hashtag racism as like there? Because that maybe we don't want that.
But all the things that they send, like you watch the video and then you're like, okay, this is one of the reasons I'm going to hell for laughing at that.
What if I just put us a TikTok of a gaslight burning and just hashtag gaslighting?
What if on Instagram we just changed all of our squares to a gaslight in solidarity with all the people that get called out for gaslighting? Like they should just be allowed to do it.
We're gaslighting apologists today, right? Look, somebody's got to stand up for gaslighters. It's got to be us.
Yeah.
We have an orange. We wear orange. That's our color. An orange flaming ribbon.
We're Menonists, so we're gonna stick up for our fellow men.
Mennonites.
No, Menonists. Men for
men.
Men.
Moving on. Bo's here. We got Robert right now. I don't know. Is it Robert or Bo checking in with us today? Because I saw Bo in the flesh for the first time today. Like Robert is the guy that works with me sometimes. Like I had a meeting with Robert, and then they bought us lunch, and I got to see Bo in the flesh because somebody made a joke about, all right, well now bow your heads in a moment of prayer. If you don't want to, You could do whatever. And Bo, just about face, turned around and was like, fuck prayer. I'm not doing that. Separation of church and state, and put his fist up in the air and was like, fuck this. And then like he almost took a knee, but he didn't. It wasn't that dramatic. But I was like, I just saw Bo fight the patriarchy right here.
Yeah, it was from your encouragement, honestly, where you were like, take a knee. I'm like, you know what? I should take a knee. But at that time, the prayer was done. Like, yeah, they were like, if you don't want to pray, just turn around. If that's not your thing, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn around.
He was protesting, dude.
She's just taking a shit.
He was
right
the
on
only
table.
guy on the food. They wouldn't have seen it. Their heads are bad.
Or what would have been really defiant is while they were praying, if you just reached out and grabbed something and started eating in the middle of their prayer. That's the way to do it.
That would have been such a Bo move.
Be like, why does my eating affect your prayer?
That's a good call.
You know what Jesus would do? Forgive me.
Sorry, that one nugget I ate doesn't get prayed on for all of you, but I don't care if my food is prayed on anyway, so it's okay. Oh, actually, this is really good though, because now you get first dibs on the food while everyone else is praying. You're like, okay, I want that sandwich.
You just gotta be fast enough to get in and out. And like, we were kind of circled in, but that was like, bro, everybody saw you, dude. Everybody saw you just about face and be like, fuck prayer.
It's always awkward
worn a hat and said, fuck prayer.
Like I'll drop off food for the table and be like, can I get you hot sauce? And they're like, yeah. And I go and I come back, I'm about to put it on the table and they're just praying. I'm like, I'll just stand here. Wow, this prayer is going pretty long. Kind of in people's way. And they're done. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, here. Or
dude, do you ever just do this? Do you ever like pray with?
No, I did the other day though, is while they were praying, and I never do this, but I just wanted to do it for some reason that day. I very quietly placed the rest of the food on because like we brought their entrees and I went back to the line and got their sides. And as they were praying, I just very quietly placed them on the table. And I started to walk away and they finished their prayer and they're like, oh, we got more food here now. And I was just like, fucking, I'm a ninja. But normally you just kind of stand there awkwardly holding the rest of it like, I don't want to interrupt their prayer. This has been going for 30 seconds. All right, wrap it up, guys. Jesus knows you're hungry. Your food's getting cold.
And also bless Marcia and Mary and Maiden and Myra and Mara and Molly. And you're like, oh my God, what are we doing here? These people are just trying to find inner peace. And I'm like, fucking, I've got a sandwich. Do you want your sandwich? Here you go.
One time I would just like them to be like, please, Lord, let this medium well steak I ordered have flavor and not be a chewy piece of shit.
Or give me food poisoning.
Well, medium. Did I say medium rare or medium well?
Well,
either way,
all said salmonella. Salmonella.
I mean, maybe if we placed raw chicken on top of it before we brought it out there, but
they don't know. How do they know that though? You know?
I don't know. I don't know how they would know.
Nope, exactly. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. What else did I have for pre-com segment today? This is a weird one so far. Oh, 4th of July coming up. I wrote down, it just says making our own fireworks. And yeah, it seems dangerous, but like really what I thought of is like, what if you put food coloring in a Molotov cocktail? That's kind of cool. Right? Think how fun that would be. Hey kids, this is a glass bottle. It's got red in it. Just like this towel and throw it.
Like you took a clear liquid that's flammable, so like Everclear, we'll say, but threw a bunch of like fluorescent blue into it. So when it hits the ground, you get red and blue and maybe some greens in there. That would probably happen.
All right, Robert,
throw some
just
powder
go to the store,
in the bottle.
buy some glow sticks, some scissors. Pat, you get the stuff for Molotov cocktails. I'll buy the towels because it was my idea. I'll buy the towels and the tape. And then I'll be in charge of some food coloring too. But the glow sticks, you just open up the glow sticks, you crack those bad boys, you cut them open and you pour all the liquid into it. So it's like the neon color while you're throwing it.
As I think about it though, that's not really going to do anything. That's only going to change the color of the water and you're not going to see it so well. What we need is like magnesium.
It'll be floating in the bottle.
No, we need like magnesium.
This isn't going to be science related.
No, like magnesium, phosphorus. These are the ones that change the different colors. So when the fire erupts, like if we just dump all that into the liquid, the flame will change colors, and that's a cool firework.
I really want this is like, we're trying to make budget fireworks. Are you on a budget? Yeah. With inflation this year, maybe you can't afford the traditional fireworks, but don't worry, because with us, you can make your own fireworks. All you need is a bottle of your choice. Get some gasoline, a towel, and some food coloring and or glow sticks. Throw those bad boys together, light it, and boom, you got your own homemade firework. Enjoy the 4th, everyone. Simple as that.
I'm seeing
Simple as that. And we just
Amazon has
we just buy
phosphorus powder.
gas, which is probably just as expensive.
All right, phosphorus powder on Amazon. We can get those look like pills, calcium phosphate. No, I just want straight up phosphorus, guys. Come on. All right, well, that might get kind of expensive now that I look it up.
Phosphorus, FOSFURUS.
Now I got all this phosphorus free shit. No, I want to buy phosphorus.
I don't want phos for you. I want phos for us. All right, bro.
Let's see about magnesium. I don't like that Amazon is trying to stop me from having colorful explosions.
I wonder why they would want to limit that.
What if I ate a bunch of this stuff and it gave me diarrhea? Would those also be colorful explosions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fireworks.
High absorption magnesium power, $20 for
your Amazon search
ounces.
history is going to be like, what's next? C4. Others may have wanted C4.
Well, my coworker actually did buy the Anarchist cookbook, so if you want some other stuff, I can ask him.
He's definitely on a watch list.
Yeah, and especially he's never done it, but this is the guy that I always tried to get to go to stormfront.com. And he's like, Pat, you've told me what that is. I'm not going to end up on a CIA list. I'm like, I'm going to get you there. Next time he leaves his phone open, I'm going to change his home screen to Stormfront.
Does he have like a Twitter?
He does not. I keep telling him though
at FBI.
I keep telling him he needs to get one though, and I'm like, dude, just like you'd be like car guy Twitter. You would love that. He would have no politics on there. It would just be cars and like
to get
guns.
Ooh, TikTok, Robert. When you use our TikTok and just look up hashtag Anarchist Cookbook. See what we got there.
I don't think I want to do that.
Come on, man.
I want you to look. Bo would do it. Bo would do it.
FBI not.
He's on sabbatical.
I'm just the producer, guys.
Bo's gone, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Robert. Bo's out of here.
Yeah, no more.
Bo got taken, but the Mexican government got Bo. He's in an international soil now. All right.
I'm disappointed in
Robert. That's all I got. But I think we could definitely make our own fireworks. Not like terrorist things, but like, to celebrate our country's freedom. Not to blow up any buildings or anything. I don't want any destruction of property. Just some fun out in the front yard. There's some fun out in the street,
So go into your cabinet, see if you've got any magnesium phosphate or any of that cool shit. Break open the pills or put them into a powder. Then just light a black cat in that and see if it blows up a cool color.
Remember as a kid, like when there'd be just a fire and you'd get a can of spray paint or WD-40 and just.
We do it with a lighter.
School, you'd get a lighter and it's like, that's even worse. But all right, yeah, I'm absolutely down to do that. Let's go. And then we'd go to the fucking woods. We'd go to the woods to do it. That was away from people. But it's also like everything here is flammable, dumbass.
My best friend's neighbor put a scorch mark down the side of his garage with a can of WD-40 and a lighter.
Dude, being kids is fucking wild. I remember at my grandma's house, she had a burning barrel. She had like a big piece of land, and like they would just burn trash there. And we threw a full spray paint can in there, and my cousin had these goggles and looked over it, and it blew up in her face. And it was like she would have probably been blind if she did not have the fucking goggles on. And like it was like a TV show where she takes the goggles off and her entire face just had like everything but where the goggles was, which was just, I think it was like yellow. But it was like
yellow. She didn't get shards into her face. Man, you guys were real dumb as kids. Even I knew not to throw fucking aerosol cans into fire.
Well, it hadn't blown up for a while. We're like, what the fuck? Where'd it go? Why did it? Like, I feel like it should have exploded. No, it hadn't yet.
Morons.
All right, what else you
That's
guys
just
got?
what we did in Georgia. Yeah. I had the best sandwich of my life this weekend.
Oh, tell us about it.
It was so first of all, my friends have told me about this place. We're up at Lake House on Lake Conroe, and it's in Montgomery, where they're from. It's called Tony's Italian Delicatessen. Apparently, the guy, he used to be an undercover cop. Yeah, he used to be an undercover cop, started making fucking sandwiches. Forget about it. No, but it is you can look it up on their website. It is the #1 rated restaurant in all of Yelp in the entire fucking nation. And we get there, they're like, okay, they got cold sandwiches, hot sandwiches. Like, you got to get the hot sandwich. They're all named like Lucky Luciano or Liza Minnelli, Danny DeVito. They all got fucking fun names like that shit.
The Capicola.
I got the Lucky Luciano. It's pepperoni, Genoa salami, fucking ground sausage, mozzarella, Parmesan. And I was like, hey, you want to throw a little pesto in that bitch for me too? Like, fuck yeah, we do.
Of course.
I was like, let's do it. So they bring out the sandwiches. Like no, I didn't. I should have though. That was dope.
Please.
And they bring out the sandwich, and it's a regular to-go container, and each half of the sandwich took up a full. Like, this thing was fucking huge. It's like $13. I dominated. I ate half of it and I was full. Just coming off the golf course. 9 holes of golf course. Some of us left after that to go drink again because we were bored because golf is boring.
I agree with you, dude. I feel like more golf should just be 9 holes.
I only played like 3 holes.
Yeah, I'm also like, I get frustrated. I'm like, I'm done with this game.
Well, I was also very dehydrated and we like didn't bring water on the golf course. It was stupid. So we did. I ate half of there, ate half of it later. Fucking best thing ever. I look it up because I was like, Sunday, I'm gonna fucking get it again on my way home because that was dope. They weren't open in time for me to get it, but I did find out they've got 2 other locations, one in Spring, one in Katy. So guess what your boy had for lunch today?
You same thing?
I'm gonna get real fat again.
Did you whisper to them?
I did. Next time I go, I'm gonna get that. Hey, give me that Lucky Luciano. Throw some pesto on that bitch.
Do it.
I didn't like though that the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we'll have that ready in about 2 minutes." I was like, damn, that's super fucking fast for a hot sandwich. It took like 10 minutes. And I was like, dude, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I'm enjoying here sipping on I
don't trust you.
My small brand or craft root beer or whatever the fuck it is. It's delicious, but like, just tell me the truth. But it's fucking amazing. And I'm super happy that it's in Katy.
With no Jimmy John's is what you're saying. Speed-wise.
Well, I mean, these are hot sandwiches.
Hot sandwich.
They got cold ones too, but these are the hot sandwich. And so, yeah, I encourage anybody. I won't say it wasn't as perfect as nothing's ever gonna be as good as the original location. But if the original location was a 10, this was still a 9.
There you go.
It was fucking great.
Pretty good.
The bread itself is fucking delicious, and it's like big. Like, it's a big sandwich with a lot of bread, but like the bread is so like crispy, but like not too doughy. So it's still very easy to eat, very easy to bite through. I'm excited to work my way through that menu. So anybody, if you live in Spring, Montgomery, or Katy,
or you have a car or transportation.
Well, I mean, it's if you don't live in one of those places, it's kind of a long way to drive. If you're going to drive a long way, I would hope
you're trying to sell it.
I am. It's very good. If you're in Katy, it's right in front of the HEB on Fry. So get it.
So there you go.
I don't know where the other ones are. I don't live those places, but
solid pre-com.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my weekend. I'll get to some of that later.
Bo,
Robert?
what'd you bring to the table?
Sorry, Bo.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
No, I'm trying to think of something.
What are your thoughts on Roe vs. Wade? I mean, we're gonna get into it later, obviously, but Roe vs. Wade being overturned, he was stoked about it on Friday. You guys should have seen the group chat. Pat and I were both like, "Hey, Bo, we pumped the brakes. A lot of women lost their rights," and he was just like, "Fuck them. Have protected sex." We're like, "All right, dude, whatever."
How do I mute someone else's this call?
It's like, Bo, don't wear no condoms.
How's Bo know if he got a chick pregnant? Bo knows. Bo knows.
Bo knows he don't care.
Don't worry, we're gonna get into reverse rate the next segment too. So if you want to just skip over it, you can save your takes for it.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment, brought to you this week by littlemshop.com. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what is very big right now, speaking of Roe v. Wade, which has been selling like hotcakes in the Little M Shop store. The fuck the patriarchy keychains, huh? Maybe the patriarchy made a little comeback and you're saying fuck the patriarchy, or you like T Swift. Either or, it plays in both situations. Fuck the patriarchy keychains. Get it. littlemshop.com. You spend $10 or more, you're going to get free shipping on your order. And you're also going to save 10% off of your order by using promo code PTG69 at littlemshop.com. They got air freshers, they got shirts, they got stickers, they got everything. They got keychains. You get custom keychains. I got a Gravy King keychain right here. You get a custom one if you want, or you get the fuck the patriarchy one. You also have some that just say bad driver. They have all kinds of other funny keychains you can go look at. Go check it out, littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. If you get something from Little M Shop, tag them, tag us, let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. We're at Past Grade Pod. They are at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. Give us a follow, give them a follow, let them know you support the people supporting the podcast. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, promo code PTG69 at checkout for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com. This is a Comeback Kid segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, let's start off with our first Comeback Kid segment. It's good hygiene, guys, because I'm really just referring to myself because I'm going to have the best hygiene ever, because I told you guys that one of my not cools was like me being insecure. So I got Invisalign. Now I have Invisalign. I don't know if you can see. You can't see from here, I don't think. Well, like there's little spikes holding my teeth together. I have like plastic stuff over my teeth right now. So it's cool to drink water. I've been drinking water during the podcast, but you have to take them out to eat or drink anything that is not water. So what it's also doing, I'm going to be just like, I'm going to shed some fucking excess fat. I'm going to be in great shape because I'm just not going to be eating shit because it's a pain in the ass to like floss, brush your teeth. But like yesterday, I brushed my teeth 6 times. It was fucking like, I was annoyed by like at night. I was like, I don't even want to brush my teeth, but I'm just going to do it just because this is the habit of brushing it before bed. I haven't eaten anything since I last brushed my teeth.
Do you have an electric one or is it manual?
I have an electric one, but I'm the weirdo at work now that has to take a toothbrush because like I still eat breakfast and like I wake up very early and I've gotten used to coffee. So I have to have my coffee in the morning, but I can't just sip on it. And you can only like, I'm supposed to have these trays in my mouth for 22 hours a day. A lot of the day. So it's basically just besides what I'm eating, which I don't really know how like I'm going to drink a lot. And I need to be able to like, we'll figure something out. Maybe straws. I don't know if straws work.
Well, if you go straws straight to the back of your throat, or this is gonna be hard for you. Oh, no, you can still do beer. You got to do shots though, and you throw it right to the back of your throat immediately and swallow it down. You got to do shots of
something
beer.
like that. Something like that, man. But like, so now I have this like breakfast shake that I take in the mornings, and I just take that to work, and then I've taken my coffee, and I'll just like let it like I pop the lid and let it kind of cool, and then it's like still like just sort of warm. It's not really that warm, but like I wait for like an hour after I've been there, and then right before the morning show, like 10 minutes before the morning show starts, I finish up on my work, and then I go and I chug the coffee. Like I take the trays out, chug the coffee, and then just down that breakfast drink, and then go and I don't have to floss because I'm not really eating anything, but then I just go like scrub down my fucking teeth again, put the trays back in, and I'm good to go. But it's like it sucks. Like when I had leftover tacos today before the podcast, so I had to go back in and like floss and get all that taco meat out and stuff like that. It's like if you drink sodas, and the sugar can get stuck on your teeth and like cause cavities and stuff. So it's like a whole, or it can stain your teeth too. So like I really don't want to stain my teeth, but yeah, my hygiene's gonna be great because I've brushed my teeth 3 times already today, and we're recording this at 4:00. So like, yeah, I'm gonna have great hygiene. Is really what I'm getting at with the Invisalign. But like being guy that brushes your teeth at work is weird in any instance. And then there's like a whole like, oh, just trying to keep the teeth clean. And like, why in the bathroom? And yeah, it's
you're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo.
But it doesn't feel as weird brushing my teeth in the bathroom as it does in the like the kitchen area at work. Because
no, yeah, do in the bathroom. If you do in the kitchen, like you're a fucking
everybody's like
weirdo.
in and out of there. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Fucking freak.
So yeah, hygiene. Good hygiene's way back this week. Another comeback kid is the Mannings, because Arch Manning, the little brother of Cooper Manning, who is the brother to Peyton and Eli, he committed to the University of Texas last week. So now it's just like, will he live up to the Manning legacy? Only time will tell. But yeah, it was just cool to see a Manning back in like the sports cycle again.
Yeah, my buddy's convinced he's completely overrated. He's like, dude, it's literally only his name. Like, have you seen the videos of him playing? It's all these like JV looking scrubs that are super fucking terrible. Like, there's this dude in North Dakota that blew away his numbers and he's not even ranked. And I'm like, okay, but like that kid is probably 5'9", doesn't have a quick release, like low throwing shot. Like it's not just
his two uncles probably aren't going to be Hall of Famers. So
like this kid's 6'4", has a cannon for a fucking arm, like has the best coaching you could have ever asked for growing up, and like already knows how to read. Like it's not just production on the field that they look at for this shit. Now I don't know why he went to Texas. Like I get like he's gonna have amazing.
He's a better pro coach.
Well, he's gonna have amazing like opportunities at Texas to make money and shit like that. But the number one quarterback in the nation from 2 years ago is now at Texas, Quinn Ewers. Guy's an absolute fucking monster. Arch might not see the field for 2 years. Like that's a legit situation where he can't beat out Quinn Ewers, who went to Ohio State last year and then very quickly transferred away. But like, if you ever see that kid, I believe he's out of South Lake Carroll. He was an absolute fucking beast. And by all accounts, so will Arch Manning be. But now people are like, he's not doing any of the camps. They're hiding him. What's there to hide? He's like, he doesn't need to do any of the camps.
He doesn't want to get hurt in the camps and then not be able to play.
He's having private lessons from a top 10 quarterback of all time and a most likely also Hall of Fame quarterback of all time, if not very borderline. But like, he doesn't need like, yeah, you could say it's good to have, good competition to play with and play against, so you get an idea. But people already know, like, he's going to be a good quarterback. He probably won't live up to the ridiculous hype of his name.
Well, but that's the whole thing. It's like he's got to like with that, like, whoa, he's just getting this. It's like, yeah, but like he also has to live up to that, or else it's just gonna be an embarrassment. Because like the whole Eli thing was like, well, he's Peyton's brother. It's like, well, he still did win 2 Super Bowls, but he got shit on anytime he wasn't Peyton, which was a lot of his career. And Arch is gonna have that too. But it's also crazy that like Archie Manning went 2nd overall in the draft, and then Peyton and Eli both went 1st overall in their drafts. So it's like, if you don't go top 2 in the draft, you're kind of a disappointment.
Very much so.
In the eyes of your family's patriarchy.
And it's insane to me that some people don't think he's going to be fucking great. He will be. Don't worry about it. He's going to be really, really, really fucking good. Oh, and this was the other. So as soon as he signs, I look at my buddy at work and I go, he's going to make $2 million the second he steps on campus at UT. Like that's going to be a massive NIL deal. Then we find out later in the week, the 30th overall recruit, Arch is the number 1. It's because the 30th, he's a 4-star recruit, goes to Miami and got $9.5 million in NIL deals. And immediately I'm like, Arch Manning might make $20 million before he throws a pass. for UT.
Like, do you think there's gonna be people that just like I don't ever want to play in the NFL? Like, I already made this. Like, you make your money in college, and you just ride on that if you invest it. Which is like, yeah, they're college kids, so I don't know how well they do that. But also, like, can you imagine having $20 million?
He probably won't make 20, but I think
having
15 is not unfeasible.
having $9 million as a college kid.
It's crazy. Well, right
At
now,
college bars, you can't spend $9 million.
Remember when they
I'll get everybody's shots, and they're like, for the next 2 weeks.
I remember when they added the rookie pay scale for rookies coming in the league, because the signing bonuses got out of hand for the number 1 overall pick quarterbacks. Like,
they were the highest paid person in the league before they stepped foot on like an NFL field.
Sam Bradford got $50 million guaranteed, and after that, they were like, the next year, I think the year after him was Cam Newton, was when they initiated the rookie pay scale. We're in that era of the NIL right now, where things are going crazy because we don't really have a set thing. But in a couple years, these donors that are giving $2 million by themselves, or maybe like 5 million, 6 million over a couple years, and their team doesn't even ever make it to the playoff,
or they suck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the players don't pan out, or their team they give out 6-8 million over the course of 3 or 4 years. They don't even make the playoff. All of a sudden, these donors are gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna just keep writing blank checks if you can't give me any production for what my money's getting.
And the two things are like, B, one, you probably will because you're a booster, and that's what boosters do. They just spend money. And like, also, like, yeah, it is gonna, like, they're gonna like, I'm not fucking giving $9 million every year. This is fucking stupid. But it's like, it is crazy how like Wild West it is. Like, we sponsored 2 fucking like Sam Houston athletes last year because I was like, hey, who wants to play for Team Sam Houston / Pass the Gravy? Like, let's figure that out. And they hit me up. I was like, let's do it. And we're probably gonna get Cody back this year. Ryan is he's moved on to bigger, better things.
Cody still I thought Cody was done. He's got another year of eligibility.
Got one more year.
Let's fucking go.
Dude,
he's gonna win.
NFL prospect Cody Crest.
Not only is he going to win the best receiver in the FCS this year, he's gonna win the FCS Heisman, which I don't remember what it's called. Isn't it like the Walter Payton or something?
I think so.
Yeah, Cody Crest is gonna win that.
He's gonna win that,
and then he's gonna go play for the Packers
or the Giants.
But we want him to have we want someone that can throw the ball.
Good. Shut up. Giants are on the way up.
Well, you might have Bryce Young next year, so that'll be good.
Aaron Rodgers will just be selfish and probably would only throw it to his friends.
Cody Crest will be the next Jordy Nelson. Calling it.
All right, fair comparison.
There we go. Yeah.
But like the NIL deal is like, it's just like anybody like, hey, here's this money. So it's like, if you want to just give a kid $10 million, you can, but it's like people are going to be like, you fucking dropped these passes. Cause I tried really hard to not be like fanboy guy, cause I'd like, dude, fucking sick touchdown catch today. Like I did that like once or twice last year. But like, I tried not to be like, hey, we gave you some money, so I get to like weigh in on everything that's happened the entire game. And like, I don't want to be that guy. That's annoying. But if you think that like us giving nowhere near $9.5 million to them, like I kind of want to text, like when you give $9.5 million to some fucking 18-year-old, then like I bet they feel a little entitled to fucking like be like, what the fuck happened yesterday, man? What happened?
I don't know. Regis Philbin's still alive, right?
Nope.
Damn it. I was going to be like, he was the first most famous Notre Dame alum that popped into my head. And I was like, he's got deep pockets. But, I mean, Notre Dame got their first 5-star recruit.
Hold on.
I don't know, is he?
Is he dead?
He's either alive or he died like 6 years ago. I don't think there's any in between on Regis Philbin.
Died July 24th, 2020. All right, not that far.
Oh, did he get COCO'd?
I'm not sure. It didn't say.
The crazy thing is though, since Arch Manning signed, Texas has gotten like 5 4-star recruits, like way high. But Notre Dame still has the 3rd best ranking in the class, and they actually have the same amount of 5 stars and 1 more 4 stars. So, Notre Dame, we're gonna be the best, and we don't even have to throw out these crazy numbers. I'm sure we are privately. We're just not going super public with how much we're paying, Because we're classy.
They just give you the gold. They paid them in gold, the gold helmets that Notre Dame wears, but they're just solid gold. So then it's like just melted down gold bars. Like, actually, this is just a huge hunk of gold. Go melt it down and sell it.
We're using the
That's how
Vatican
you get
gold.
your money.
We're using Vatican gold money.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, we've got a direct pipeline. Dude, imagine if the Vatican got into NIL deals and they were just like, Notre Dame, here you go. Vatican's got real deep pockets, bro.
That'd be crazy. The Pope's just got a team.
Pope Francis. Come on, Francis.
Hilarious.
Francis is an Irish name. At least it was in The Departed. Open up that pocketbook. You've done a lot of bad in your life. Time to do some good.
Francis Vicente Ocho.
That's true.
He's an Italian guy, huh?
I'm sure Frankie Ocho has some connections somewhere along the line there.
I know a few dudes in the Vatican City. I can make a few phone calls. All right. So Mannings, a comeback kid this week. Also back this week is vaping, even though vaping's not back because it's on its way out, but it's back in the news because Juul got banned. So cigarette smoking also back. Because Juul is bad. It's bad for these kids. What it's doing, it's making it look cool. And it's like, have you fucking seen a cigarette? I say this every time. Like, cigarette smoking is gross to me in my eyes, but it looks cool as fuck when you see somebody just like, fucking had a long day. Just ripping a long drag off a dart. Like,
but still way cooler than vaping. Like the picture of Ben Affleck just outside of his house after he took that big one, he's just like exhaling, his eyes are closed, his head's tilted up, and he's just sitting there like, he just looks like any dad who's just overwhelmed on a family trip. Like, Jesus Christ, could be 5 fucking seconds away from these children.
It's like, do you know what Juuls do? Do you know what this Juul stuff does to these
No,
kids?
nobody
like,
does.
Do you know what cigarettes do to people? And it's terrible. It's terrible. But like, we literally, like, the packaging on cigarettes says you will die if you drink. It's basically, if you consume this, very likely you're going to die from it.
So
and people are like, I'll take a carton. I'll take 2 cartons.
I never opened up the article when this happened, but all of them that I've seen said Juul is banned. I'm assuming they're banning
Other
all
vapes
electronic cigarettes too.
I think
right?
that's
Not just
what they're
one
working
company.
on. They're working on that. But Juul's the first domino to fall.
So they're just banning.
Kind of like
one
Robert was
company.
talking about Roe v. Wade. It starts here, but we don't know where. Once you take Roe v. Wade, you overturn that. We don't know where it stops.
But
Same
so
with Juul.
they just decided they're banning one company, and then down the line they'll figure out the rest.
Yeah, you are allowed to tell me.
Juul, I would sue the fuck out of the United States government. Like, you didn't say all e-cigs, all vapes. You singled out my company because I'm successful. I would sue the fuck out of the U.S. government.
I don't know who the government thinks they are, but for them to tell me what I can and can't do with my body is fucking insane. If I want to buy Juul, I should be entitled to buy a Juul. The government, none of their business what I do.
I'm so mad at this decision, and it's not for any of the reasons that you'd think, which are all valid. The reason I'm mad at it is they're narrowing this shit down. Next, all these people are going to be like, well, I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I'm going to just dip. And then all these people are going to start dipping, and then the government's going to go, you can't do that anymore. And then I get punished for doing nothing?
No, dude. You know, whoever's behind
Don't
it
come
was
after
probably
my dip.
fucking Big Tobacco. It was like Big Tobacco was like,
It's
no.
definitely cigarette companies.
Get them the
definitely
fuck
cigarette.
out of there. And they're like, well, what are you talking about? Cigarettes didn't curb. It's like, oh, really? Then why can cigarettes still be sold? Huh? Why?
Yeah.
Juul was like one of the big ones. Juul was one of the big ones to fall. Like, name another vape company. I could have named Juul.
This is what I said.
That's
It's just
it.
like saying the U.S. government goes, okay, we're banning Juul. We're also banning Marlboro. Okay, but what about like Parliament?
Marlboro was probably
Camel?
behind it.
But like they're like,
Yeah,
we're banning-
Newport,
we're banning Marlboro.
Newport.
But Newports and Parliament, you can still buy. You can buy all the cigarettes you want. You just can't buy Marlboro. And they're
Kind
like,
of like that.
doesn't make any fucking sense. They're like, whatever. We're going to take out our biggest competitor. They've probably bought up. Fucking cigarette companies have probably already bought up all the smaller companies. That's what it is. So they're just taking out a competitor. Is all they're doing.
Cigarette companies are like buying the cannabis company. They're buying into cannabis because then they're like, boom, got both routes when that gets legalized.
Yeah, just stay with
Stay
my
woke.
dip. I do want to try the canna dip stuff though. Cannabis dip, shit seems tight.
See, yeah, I have not tried that, so you should definitely try it. Give us a review.
I gotta talk to some people that make some trips to Colorado.
Robert, if we can get another vape company to like sponsor us or something, like, would you be like the poster boy for it? Bo would. Just blow some fat clouds.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would.
That would be
I'd
funny
pick-
if you just bought a
Dude.
smoke machine and just like pretended to vape, but then just like,
Bro, for a sponsor, I would pick up vaping. I would start vaping for a sponsorship.
I think I do have a smoke machine.
Do you ever
that bad boy out?
do you ever just like turn it on and then just like squat next to it and then like hit the button and act like you're farting?
No, I think it's just too much setup. It's like it's in a box, and you gotta pour the liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got like you run out of liquid.
Yeah,
like
but,
everybody
like-
I feel like that buys a smoke machine, 95% of them, like you get that one thing of liquid with it, and then once that runs out, you're just like, I don't really need this smoke machine, unless you have like a garage and it's for Halloween. But other than that, it's like I feel like a lot of smoke machines got that one tube of liquid, and after that was gone, that was the end of that smoke machine.
Yeah, but to line
That's how
up
I
that
was with
fart
the bubble
joke-
machine we got for the soccer bar we get to for West Ham with the bubbles. We did that for a little bit, and then we ran out of bubbles, and nobody ever bought more bubbles.
Just put dish soap in it.
Doesn't work as well as you'd think.
So you weren't forever blowing bubbles?
Well, the team was.
Oh, Robert, you need to show up and just be like, "Where's the
Oh.
bubble machine?" and then use that line.
Also, it
then-
made
then drop a
like,
mic and walk out.
because it like was like after a while it wasn't stored well and it was like leaky, and so then it would just get everything soapy. Wasn't great.
Sounds like my ex-wife, right?
Hey yo. Hey yo. All right. Next comeback kid we got is parties. Because parties, they are back in the fact that they are banned from Airbnb. They were banned apparently during the I liked it. It says Airbnb officially codifies party ban. It's finally time somebody codified something into law. And I'm just glad that it's Airbnb codifying parties, because it said there was a temporary ban on all parties in 2020 because of COVID. The temporary ban has now been moved to effective, according to them. I mean, I get it. Like,
I don't
people
get
were
it at all.
fucking shit up. People were fucking shit up. I understand like the argument, like, but like all these parties were causing, like, it was causing a ruckus. Neighbors were complaining. It wasn't great for the homeowners. People were damaging that stuff. And it's like, yeah, but also like, I understand if you rented out your like 2-bedroom house and there was a fucking rager thrown there, like how you'd be like, a lot of like nobody was staying here. My brother, for his birthday last year, we got an Airbnb with some of his friends and myself and Emma and Will, and just there were probably 12 people in the beach house we were staying at near Padre. And I'm in Padre Island. I don't mean my dad. But I'm just making sure that nobody got confused there. But we partied. Like, we partied, and their neighbors called the cops on us. And like the cops, each time they came, like, dude, I honestly have, like, we couldn't hear shit while we were walking up, but yeah, to try and keep it down. And so then we got like pissed off at the neighbors, and then we were trying to get them to get called on us. So, you know, we like that turned into a spite, like, fuck you, we're gonna make it annoying now. But then they're like, we specifically on the listing said no parties, and we were like, yeah, like literally no one else that did not stay at that place was there. If you rent out a place to 12, 16 people, like a lot of beach houses claim, sleep 16. They got 2 bunk rooms that have 8 bunk beds in it. Like, you can sleep all these people. Sometimes you can sleep up to 20. How is a group of 20 people not already in itself a party?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
If you have more than 8 people, that's pretty much a party, right? 8 people, and there is alcohol at all involved. And I understand, like, Rod on the morning show was talking about it a little bit today. And he was like, yeah, but some people just get beach houses for them and their kids. You know, there could be families with kids. And I was like, yeah, that's tight. I understand that. But like, if you rent out a beach house to 20 that sleeps 20 people and you're like, no parties, like, what do you think the odds are that no one that's going to the beach in a group of 20 is going to be partying a little bit? I understand, like they were saying that people were inviting people over to parties, and that was where it's like if it's a house and it's got a 2-bedroom house and nobody else is staying there, yeah, you shouldn't be throwing ragers at houses just to do that. But if you rent the house, like don't fuck it up. I understand that, but you get the fines, you get the fees, you get all of that shit. If you do fuck it up, you get blacklisted anyways. It's like it is like renting a house to 12 or more people. That's basically saying like it is a party. Please don't like throw a fucking rager and don't burn the house down and shit like that. But it's like that is a little bit of the risk that you take when you're renting out your house, is it not?
Yeah, or leave it up to the homeowner. If they want to say no party on it, let them rent. Don't make it a company-wide decision. And also, I would say 8 to maybe up to 16. I would say 8 to 12 is technically like a kickback. It's not really a party. Like up to 8 is a get together.
It's like a low key party, like a low key party.
8 to maybe up to 16. I'd say 8 to 14 is a kickback. Larger than that, you can do. But if you rent to 16, then you better expect 16 people to be drinking and having a good time. That's not a party, though. That's people that are staying there.
Right.
Staying there. It's a group of 16 that you rented to. That's not a party. That's a group.
Because we got flagged and it was like, it said no parties. And it was like, well, like when you asked, like, because my brother was the one in charge of it and then everybody paid him. But it was like, when you asked my brother, like, well, like, what do y'all do? What are y'all going down there for? He's like, oh, like a little birthday, like a birthday weekend for me. It's like, what does that make you think, huh? Like, we're just gonna cut up some cake and have some soda pop. Like that was it.
All gonna have a sensible day. Wake up at 6:30. Have a glass of milk and be in bed by 8:15.
Maybe read a couple chapters of a nice book on the porch.
Like, no.
Like if it had a pool, it had all kind. It had like
policy.
It had a pool, it had a grill, it had all the stuff for a party. Like it was like, yeah, dude. That's so you can't have a fire pit and not assume that people are going to party at
it. It's a ridiculous policy. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's to cover people's asses, like that are getting shit torn up, and I understand that. Like I see it on both sides, but it's like that dude 1000% knew we were going for my brother's birthday party. Like, and then you're like, well, I said no parties. It's like, what did you think that was? But also, like, life hack is like if you just take the heat and like you just rotate in a group of like 12, like we could technically rent from that same place 12 years in a row if we all just use different Airbnb accounts. Like I'll get it this year. I told them the next year Emma can get it. And it's like, I don't rent Airbnbs a lot, so I'll just stay at hotels like most people.
Yeah.
Airbnbs are more expensive than hotels now.
They are. It's stupid.
But it's like, but I still have to like find something to eat. Like there's a fucking hotel, like there's a restaurant in that hotel lobby. You got room service there.
But I mean,
like now
the thing about
I just have a garage apartment that I'm paying $600 a day for.
But the thing that offsets it is like $650, $800 a day, but it sleeps 16. So like once you break it up 16 ways, it's not so bad.
Absolutely.
But don't party.
Well, like, yeah. But like don't have any fun ridiculous. Or anything. It's fucking stupid.
It's ridiculous.
And again, if you rent a 4-person, like if it sleeps 4 and you're having ragers, yeah, that's breaking the rules. When you're renting to double-digit people, like, come on, dude. Like, we're going on. I have a bachelor party coming up in a couple months. Like, how many people are in our group chat? Like 10, 11?
Ish, right in that range, yeah.
So we're gonna rent a place where we're going. We're not gonna say where, but where we're going, we're gonna rent a place that's
where
going
we're going.
To sleep
we don't need roads
or beds. Because we'll just be up the whole time. Pat's bringing the cocaine. No, we've
got 9 people.
9 people, but okay. And I feel like there's still a couple more that are going to be going to the bachelor party. That's mostly just like the wedding group.
Oh, I'm sure.
But like, so yeah, it'll probably be double digits. But it's like, all right. So say 11 people are showing up. You don't think that like, what's it for? It's for a bachelor party. Oh, okay. Literally, the name party is in it. We're not allowed to do that now, or do we just use Verbo? Probably just go Verbo.
It's a bachelor get together. It will probably go. We'll have to go Verbo.
A bachelor gathering, a soiree.
We'll call it a men's church retreat.
Oh, good. It's a Bible study group.
Yeah, it's a men's Bible study group just trying to have a weekend to get closer with Christ.
And by men, we mean the boys, and by Christ, we mean bachelor party.
No, at some point we just have to discuss Jesus Christ. At one point, that could be someone stubbing their toe and going, "Jesus Christ!"
You go, no, we'll just take a Bible. We'll take a Bible, which also Airbnbs, they don't provide Bibles in like the bedside tables. Like I feel like they should. If you're renting it out to people, you should have to have a Bible on the bedside table.
Oh, or technically, if we say we're just trying to get closer to Christ, the amount of drinking that we'll be doing will be harmful to our livers.
We gotta buy a ladder and just get high up.
But no, that'll technically be bringing us closer to our death, which might be closer to Christ. I don't know.
Very true.
Probably not me, but maybe some of y'all.
We just got to go out and like the Ring camera they have out front with like a Bible at one point and like sit outside for a half a second and be like, all right. And then Revelations. And we're like, see, we did do the Bible study, huh?
I mean, see, that's the thing though. Like now, I think we had discussed this a while back, or I'd heard a question where somebody had looked up and saw a camera in their Airbnb. If it's in a common area, I see no problem with that at an Airbnb. Keep them out of the restrooms and in bedrooms.
The one we were at, they were in like the living room and the kitchen and stuff.
I think that's okay.
Basically, anywhere where there is like an entrance point downstairs.
I think that's actually okay because you're just like, well, I want to make sure
it's security.
They don't have a 40-person rager, or they're not doing blow off of my fucking.
Well, but then like they like sent the pictures and it was like us drinking beers out. Like there were like 8 of us out there. But we weren't like acting like wild. Like people smoked cigarettes, and then there were people like drinking beers on the patio. But like this was like they had a party, and the neighbors had to call the cops, and it was like, all right, well, like yeah, I guess, but like you rented it to us. No one else came.
I would have loved if Adam the cop was just the one that they called, and they're like, "This is 8 people
Adam the cop
drinking beer. It's not a party."
Out.
He'd be like, "This is 8 people drinking beer. It's not a party." If you think that's what a party is, you're a fucking lame-o with no friends.
The cops should be able to like reverse the ticket. Or like the noise complaint. No, you know what? This noise complaint's on you actually. So that's a strike towards you for fucking it up. All right.
Yeah. Or like I would just go to like I'd write back Airbnb and be like, listen, they said we had a party. How many people were there? Can you check? Well, there was 8 people. How many people did they rent to? They rented to 8 people. So we were not allowed to have the amount of people that they rented to. Maybe they should not rent to 8 people next time and stipulate that 8 people can't be there.
Exactly.
I could party by myself harder than a lot of 8 people parties can do. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It's been codified though. No parties at Airbnbs anymore, right? Next comeback kid we got, last one I got at least, is Joey Chestnut. Big week for him.
Can he repeat?
The hot dog king. So we said the Houston Comets are the greatest dynasty in all of sports. I think we got to put Houston Comets first. Secretariat second, and then Joey Chestnut. I'm going to make an amendment, and Joey Chestnut, 3rd greatest dynasty of all time in sports.
Do we have odds yet?
Oh, I don't know yet, but we will definitely be placing odds at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
at Gravy Gambles, followed on Twitter.
I'm going to just do a quick search for hot dog and see if the odds are released. Nathan's hot dog 22.
He does win a lot of like other competitions, like the chicken wing eating competition, like the rice cakes eating competition, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, I'm sure competition. Basically any like competitive eating competition, he's going to win. But like the hot dog one is like, it's the Super Bowl of competitive eating. And it's super fun just the way they set it up. If you don't like make it like, it's like the Macy's Day Parade for 4th of July. You're like, this is how you know 4th of July is starting. They're at fucking Coney Island. You got the guy in the crazy hat hyping everybody up. You got the weird guy with the face paint. There's a guy that's shirtless, but he's like jacked at the same time. And then you got Joey, old fucking big nuts Chestnut, just coming out there. He's gonna be, I'm gonna fucking down 1 billion hot dogs.
So there's no odds.
Do you have lines? No odds.
There's no lines on the men's winner. Women's, they've got the leaders minus 5,000. For the men's, they don't have a leaderboard one.
I want the over under
they know Joey's
count.
gonna win.
I want the over under hot dog count.
Over under for Joey Chestnut is 74.5. But they also have leader after 30 seconds. Hay is minus 260. Anyone else is plus 175. After a minute, he's minus 450. Anyone else is 275. But then they also have the total number of dogs for him. 65.
Last year he had 76. He had 76 last year.
So 65 or less plus 2,800. He's going to hit 70, no problem. 66 to 70 plus 700, 71, 72, 295, 73, 74, 185. And that's where the over under is plus one. Then 76 or 75, 210. The next 77, 78, 1,100, 79, 80, 2,200, 81 or more plus 3,500. I don't think he's going to hit 80.
For those of you that don't gamble, plus 3,500 means if you put down $100, you would win $3,500 on top of the $100 that you put down.
It's not.
I think he's going to probably be around 75. I think the over under was like 75 and a half.
74 and a half. We're taking the over.
I think we have to take we take the over.
As a team, we're gonna take the over. And then they've got over unders for like other competitors, and they're all like,
I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I want to watch Joey.
50.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Will a reversal of fortunes happen after the men's contest, which means is someone gonna throw up? Yes, plus 750. No, minus 2,000. Will an eat off be required? Oh no, sorry.
A dog off.
Down at the very bottom, they do have odds for the men's winner. He's minus 3,000.
Yeah, so you would have to put down $3,000, and your return for your $3,000 would be $3,100. So you'd only win $100 on $3,000 that you put down. Got to lay a lot of money. That's a lot of risk.
That was good gambling numbers talk that a lot of people were like, Pat's just saying number after number.
That's why I was trying to just explain it a little bit at the end. Minus means you have to put that much down to win $100 on top of what you just put down. And then plus means you put down $100 and you would win whatever the number after the plus sign is. So plus 100 would be even money. It's really what you're using as like that's kind of look at it as. All right, moving on. Joey Chestnut, big comeback kid. What did you have, Pat?
I had as my first comeback kid, miracles, because this weekend I did something that I honestly, and none of my friends knew was humanly possible to do. We're in the water out behind my buddy's lake house. We're just sitting, drinking, shooting the shit. And then all of a sudden, I just felt a little rumble in my stomach. So and I was hoping to just see some bubbles. I didn't, but we're just chilling for a second afterwards. And everyone's like, oh my God, my fart broke the water barrier, which if you think about it logically, it makes sense that like a bubble's going to float up. That gas is going to be released into the air. Have you ever heard of anybody farting in the pool and you smelling it? No, it's never been done before. I did that not once, crazy, but twice, because I did it again to him like 10 minutes later. Funniest fucking thing in the world to me. I'm dying laughing. They're all, and we are chest to shoulder deep in water, so it's not like you can run away fast enough. We're all just kind of baking in it, which I found hilarious. But I broke what I call the water barrier farts. I did something that no human has done before. I'm insanely proud of myself for doing it. And I encourage everyone else.
I'm proud of you too, bud.
To do it. I was very happy. And then also this weekend, Alex, you'll know this term. I joined an elite group of people called the Piss Dogs. Now, for people that don't know what a piss dog is, it comes from Mark Schlereth, former NFL lineman, who used to just piss his pants every football game. He'd be like, I'm not going to run down the tunnel. I'm just going to stand right here and piss. So another podcast that we're fans of, one time they're interviewing him, and the guy's like, you dare me? I'll do it. So he just pissed his pants right there. So we're hanging out in the water. And by the way, this is the second day. That farts were day one. This is day two. We're hanging out in the water. Most of us wearing jorts, by the way. We decided day two was jort day. So we're in the water in just jorts. And I get out of the water and I go, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm standing on the dock. And they look, and I just start laughing as I just piss right down my legs.
Oh, but your jeans are already wet, though?
Yeah, they were. So it's a lighter version of it.
It's a half-ass piss dog.
It's a half-ass piss dog, but I'm
laughing. It's like peeing in a bathing suit.
Because like two other people knew what I was doing, and everyone else just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you get out of the water to piss and pee all over the dock where we all have to walk in a minute? I was laughing too hard to answer them. So I did. 10 minutes after that, because like we were getting back in the water and we're raising the boat back up. It's like 5 minutes later, my buddy goes, "Hey," and I look over at him and he's just laughing. I go, "What?" And then I look down at his legs, and just like me, there's piss cascading down off of his shorts onto a little further down the dock where people would have to walk through. 5 minutes later, our
So
third
you guys
buddy,
are the worst. Is really what you're trying to
our
point out.
third buddy does it 5 minutes later with just piss cascading down his shorts. There's maybe one other person laughing about this than me, but I am very happy. Like, guys, if you have the opportunity, especially if you just got out of the water or you're right next to water, and because you jump back in afterwards and you wash yourself off.
Just do it in the water.
No, piss out of the water in front of all your friends. You will laugh your fucking ass off every time. Robert, I encourage you to do it because you would be the biggest wild card of O-Town. Nobody would see it coming.
Sam would love it.
It's just a little pee. It's like the reason it was really funny is because one friend was like, he would freak out if you peed in the water near him. We're like, dude, we're in a lake.
The lake
Come
is
the
all
fuck
pee.
on.
How do you think the water got in the lake? How do you pee it in?
All water is piss. So the fact that we were getting out of the water and pissing all over ourselves was just abhorrent to him. But it was funnier shit than me. And like I've always said, I do things to make me laugh. I don't give a fuck about other people. And I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Can you like put like a screen grab of like Pat, Robert, and just like I want make like a quote, like one of those like just like great men quotes, and it's just all water is piss. Pat Dion. Just like grab a picture of Pat like talking, freeze frame it, and then just in quotes, all water is piss.
Yeah, I pee on myself. What's the big deal?
Great words by a great man. Pat Dion on pissing yourself in a lake.
Piss dogs, man. You gotta be a piss dog.
Well, to follow that up, we need the Lord a little bit, and
Pat, you need Jesus.
You don't always have the Lord with you, because when we were kids, we had the "What Would Jesus Do" bracelets, but they never told us what he would do when you'd ask. I always felt like it needed to be more of like a "What Would Jesus Do" magic 8-ball. Never got one of those, but we decided we would tell you what Jesus is going to do in situations. So we asked you guys to hit us up on Twitter at PassAwayPod. Put Jesus in a modern day situation he would find himself in if he came back today. Use the hashtag PTGWWJD on Twitter at PassAwayPod, hashtag PTGWWJD. We're going to do this segment until you guys stop sending us scenarios. This, though, is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
I apologize if you were listening to that intro with headphones.
Robert's just fucking screaming at us.
Trying to make everybody go deaf.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why it's.
And they'll have to watch the video version then with closed captions on. That's what he's really trying to do. Get you to go watch the video. Just go subscribe to our YouTube, guys. Pass Gray Podcast. Go to YouTube. Search Pass Gray Podcast. You're going to see the logo. Click it. Subscribe. Give upvotes on the videos. Go comment. Say, ha, ha, ha. Hilarious podcast. Do that, guys. Do that. When you start giving away like merch to people that go and like comment, we'll just give away a random.
You know, I just realized I've got a lot of the time I'm not using my third TV in my living room. I really should just have for the views, just have our shit roll,
just keep it running,
just rolling in the background. Why don't I do that? I'm gonna start doing that today.
Free money for us if you do. Yeah, just do that. We recommend that to everybody.
Everyone else do it too. If you're at home and you're not doing anything, like if you're not using your laptop, just leave our shit rolling in the background, guys.
When we have gigs at Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the world, like when we're setting up, a lot of times they'll just put our like YouTube channel on and just like run it from like the most recent going back. And it's really funny because like I remember Robert was there. I was just like, look at all the fucking views we're getting, dude. And it's just the Southern Star. Like we've watched like 20 of our podcasts today. This is sick. It was like on mute in the background as we're doing another podcast. It was cool. So just do that. Help us out. All right. This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our girl Kenya Valdez, the reigning woman of the year from last year's Gravies. She is at Kenyatta Mandata on Twitter. She says, would the water affect the quality of wine that Jesus is turning? Like, would tap water be cheap wine, but spring water would be top shelf, or is it all wine? Does Jesus just turn all water into top-notch wine?
I mean, you would think logically it does, but no. We've discussed this. Don't
He's
doubt Jesus.
That's great wine. Top shelf. I don't know
He's
what
gonna-
a good wine is. Hold on.
He
Phil,
he
while
could
I
turn
look for one.
he could turn Flint into fucking Antinori Tiganello. Which is a really nice wine. The only reason I know that is because we have a private stock of it from this really rich guy at the restaurant.
What is it called?
Antinori Tignanello.
That's basically what he makes. I also found red proprietary blend Napa Valley. That's $309. Adriana Vineyard, the sine qua non. Don't know what the fuck that means, but that is $481. So that would be the type of wine Jesus would make, but he wouldn't charge you for that.
That's more expensive than this one, but it's still a damn good bottle of wine.
That's what I think we've talked about it before. Where it's like we're just you guys know that we're uncultured. We are not like wine guys. So like I went for my mom's birthday. We went to a steakhouse and we went to Brenner's on the Bayou. And my dad ordered this wine, and he was in the restroom when they brought out the wine, and he was like, and he like I was the man at the table. Big move on my part. I thought that guy was tight for doing that, but then he like did the thing where he like pulls the cork out and like hands the cork to me, and I was like, what do I what do I do? And then my dad's like, you're supposed to smell it. And I was like, what would I do with it? I was like, do I just put it in my pocket?
Smells like wine.
I wouldn't put it in my pocket. He was like, no, you're supposed to smell it. And I was like, why? Like,
Sir,
you open the bottle, the bottle's bought now. The bottle is purchased.
Do you think I know what I'm doing? Like, you
But
can judge a book by
you can send it back though. Like, you could just be like, you know what? No, it's like you just opened a like however much dollar bottle of wine that is. What do they do with it? Probably just give it to like somebody in the back.
Well, sometimes a wine, like people take it and be like, this one is it's turned. It's not good. Yeah, you might.
I wouldn't know. I don't think I would know.
Or you give it to the kitchen and tell them to cook with it, because cooking wine, all the shit is burning off. You just need some red wine to go into the dish to give it, the flavor. That's all it is.
Yeah. That was one of the first, like, I just was like, I should not be in a restaurant that's this nice. Like, I don't belong here. I'm going to get up and leave, buddy. Sorry about that. He put the fucking cork in his pocket. Yeah. Sorry, bro. And then you swish it around yet. Yes. What is this? A red? Yes. The legs on this one are nice.
Oh, do you even know what that means? You want me to teach you
the
something
little
here?
like when you rotate it around where like the splash mark is.
How it runs back down. Yeah. Oh, you do know.
Because if it stays longer, it's supposed to be better.
Who's an adult? Who's an adult?
Well, no, my dad was very disappointed in me when I was like, I didn't know what to do. I just put it in my pocket. And he was like, oh, well.
Dad, I've got a beer sponsorship, not a wine sponsorship, okay? You know the son you raised.
I'll take the steak well done with A1 sauce, please.
Dad, I'm on morning rock radio, not NPR. Don't be surprised I don't know what fucking wine is all about, okay?
But like I also like have been to wine tastings before where people are like, yeah, dude, you want to go drink wine? And then like they have the spit cup and you're like, yeah, right, dude. I'm getting hammered on like 7 different kinds of wine. Like, no, you're supposed to like, I don't want to fucking judge the tasting on it. I'm just good. Now I'm wasted. Yeah, man. I didn't pay for this ticket.
That each one of these has been better than the last. It's because you're drunk. Also true.
I've got to say, this is your best work yet. You know what?
Water.
You know what? I didn't think you could top the last one. But you fucking son of a bitch, you done it again. You truly outdid yourself.
It's very earthy. Like,
it's got an oaky afterbirth.
That's white wine. We don't use those terms for that. Well, I do.
I think you're onto something here. It's this white, not white. I don't know, man. I think you're onto something. Like, please just leave. Please leave.
Sir, how'd you get on this panel? I don't know. I sat down. Nobody stopped me.
I remember the lady, like it was me and my brother, and like my family had gotten like you had to buy tickets to it. And so they're like, "Do you want to go to a wine tasting?" We're like, "Absolutely, I want to go to a wine tasting." And it was like on a Friday night too. And I remember the lady next to us was like spitting into it. I was like, "What are you?" She's like, "Well, it's for the taste." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, all right. I want some more of this fucking free salad they just gave us." They were like bringing like snacks out for you to pair with the wines, and I was like, "I don't fucking know which one this goes with. I'm on wine 4. You guys are still on wine 2. What are you doing?"
Also, in case you didn't know, reds with meat and white wine with
White with
fish.
chicken too.
I almost said whites
I made that
with,
up.
and I stopped. I was like, no, I'm gonna say white wine. That way, I can't set Alex
Pat
up.
thinks whites go with everything. Anyways,
I enjoy a good white. More of a rosé
Yeah, you
man
do.
myself too. I like them to have a little bit of color.
Emma's favorite is rosé.
Actually,
Rosés all day.
I'm a Merlot man myself.
Rosé's not bad though. Rosé's fun.
But if I'm
I
drinking
just
if I'm
drink
drinking a
booze.
red, you can have the cab. I'll take a nice Merlot myself.
Let's talking wine on Pass the Gravy, guys. But back to Kenya's question, I think that Jesus makes top shelf wine no matter what it is. Like toilet water, Jesus turns into fucking top shelf wine because he's Jesus.
Can't stop, won't stop.
He's our savior. He saves the wine too. All right, that falls under any category of what he's saving. He does it fucking well. All right, moving on. We actually surprisingly only one upset person about God's origin story yesterday or last week when we were talking about that.
You want to read the upset review?
No, it was a DM.
Well, you don't have to say who it's from, but do you want to read it?
No, I'm not gonna do it. They were very but this is also the same person that's complained about WWJD a couple times before.
I thought they stopped listening.
They did. Then they came back.
Just when they thought they were out,
But
we
hey,
pulled them back in.
But it was also, and then they pointed out that we made a clip of it. I was like, well, actually, the clip of it was really just to show Robert spitting water everywhere. It wasn't necessarily Pat's joke.
Oh, they were mad about me
that
laughing about Jesus being stabbed in the side.
Robert spit. Like it was out of context. But like that's Pat Gravy Gang. You guys get us by now. So like, I'm not really. If you listen to the What Would Jesus Do say about people like. I had somebody in our company tell us that they listened to the podcast and it was the romper episode. And it was like one of my bosses was like, you know what? I think Jesus could pull off a romper. And I was like, wait, what? You got to that part of it? I was like, that was like an hour in. Shit. I thought when they're like, I watched your podcast a little bit. I thought that meant like I watched 5 minutes of it, maybe.
Anybody that says they listened and they got past the pews, I'm improved. Like I'm very impressed.
Yeah. Anybody says I'm like, thanks. That's
if you
awesome.
make it past the
like,
pews.
Oh, you guys did the What Would Jesus Do thing. Cool. Tight.
I almost want to tell people the first time they listen, like, hey, from the second it starts, just fast forward until you actually hear our voices. Skip the opening because you won't like that until you can listen to that once you actually start to get what we're about and we listen to it.
When we do the like live Southern Star stuff, we do shows at Southern Star and it's like on a Saturday and there's people that are there just to visit the brewery and just to check out the brewery that are not there. Like the podcast is just happening around them. They're like you can tell who's there to watch the podcast and who's not because the other people like sometimes they'll peep you back at us and sometimes they just like they're sitting like as normal and then you see other people be like, what the fuck is going on?
All of a sudden everyone in the room starts pewing and they're like, what the fuck is
That was really funny. One year when we were inside. The last time we did it at Southern Star, we were outside, which was badass. But when it was one of the Christmas ones, and it was Comeback Kid, and it was like it's the Comeback Kid of the week, bitch. And people just yelled bitch really hard at the end, and you can see we were like, how do they all know the words? Like, what is this? It's like, this is weird. Sorry,
we have a full room full of followers, so like, take it easy. We're kind
Pat,
of a big deal.
Speaking of Southern Star. There's a lot of things in this world that are not cool.
Oh.
Southern Star is not one of those things, though. Will you tell us about? You tried the new Fuzz Pedal. You tried the new Fuzz Pedal IPA.
That's the first thing I drank this week during this podcast. It's phenomenal. Not only did I like it, first of all, I got to start out by giving a shout out to Angel and Keith and all those guys up at Southern Star. Hooked me up with a shit ton of beer to bring to the lake house.
The best fucking beer team there is.
Hammered it. My buddy. I had one fuzz pedal left. They gave me a case that was split between fuzz pedals and the coast to coast. One left because everybody loved them, especially my one buddy. He was crushing those IPAs all fucking weekend. Thank God I also got a growler of the coast to coast that I brought home with me. That was fucking dope because there was, like I said, almost none left. But I also, if you need a wit in the Houston area, come to me. I think I might have fucking all of them now.
I have 3 6-packs of them left.
I got 3 cases of it left now. Your boy
nice.
got hooked up, so I'm very happy because I love that
Well,
one.
just like why I'm not to interrupt, but I am interrupting. But one of the like what Pat was talking about, like I talked about going camping a couple months ago, and I brought like Southern Star loads this up, and it like the beauty of Southern Star is like I'm not shitting on other beers, although I am because they're not as good. But like you go with like a insert light or whatever it is, like you go with whatever like that beer is, you can get a 30-pack of it. That's cool. Like the beauty of Southern Star is like you can load up on like I got some Southern Stars. What'd you get? Well, there's like 7 different beers that I got in all of that Southern Star. It's like they like, you know, those light beers, whatever. Miller Lite makes Miller Lite, you know, fucking Southern Star makes Bombshell Blonde. Bombshell, yeah, bleep that, Robert. They make Southern Brunch. They make Bombshell Blonde. They make Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. They make the Bombshell Vit. They make the Bombshell Light. They make the Fuzz Pedal. They make the
Metzley Pecan Porter, baby.
The Metzley. Like when I went camping, I got loaded up with some Southern Star, and it was funny because like the entire weekend, they're like, "Ooh, is this that same beer company? This is the people that sponsor your podcast." I'm like, "Yeah." Like that's really cool. They just have all these kinds of beers. It's there is truly something for everybody at Southern Star. Like you're going to a party, grab like a 6-pack of like 3 different ones and take 18 beers there. You're the guy that shows up with 18 beers. They're all a little smorgasbord. Everybody can pick what they want. It's awesome. That's the beauty of Southern Star. Also, it's the beauty of Southern Star because like it's a great pool beer. They don't make bottles. They don't sell things in bottles. You get all your stuff canned from the Southern Star. You're never not allowed to take cans to the pool. You're not allowed to take bottles to a lot of pools. A lot of rivers are like, we don't want bottles. It breaks. It's dangerous. Never going to have to worry about that. They were the first to can craft beer in Texas, and they still are only canning craft beer. It's awesome. The best beer you will ever have. Go up to the brewery, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Tell them your Gravy Gang. We always tell you there's the Pass the Gravy flag is hanging there next to where you get your tokens to get your beers. Be like, yo, hey, I'm part of the Gravy. And they're like, oh, come on over here, my friend. They'll probably give you a hug because they're great guys. They're great guys and gals, whether it be Bree, whether it be Angel, whether it be Ben. Go on a tour with Ben. Ben's awesome. You see Keith there? Keith's the guy. He's got the glasses, got that. Ask him about his podcast. Ask him about his new podcast. His podcast is fucking awesome. I think they just had episode 13 come out on Monday. They're competing with Bobby Jokes, though, so we don't know. Are we team? Is it okay if they have a competing podcast? It's a friendly podcast. It's a friendly rivalry. You listen like Mondays. You listen to Robert's podcast. Recent Study Suggests. Then you listen to the 52. You listen to them. I think it's 52, right? Double check that.
Yes.
52, something like that. Yeah.
52. Yeah. But it's the Southern Star guys. They're chopping it up. They're fun. That's your Monday listening. Then Tuesdays, when Pass the Gravy, actually no, Wednesdays will be Pass the Gravy, bro. Thursdays will Pass the Gravy, bro. So in the long run, you got your podcast all set up because soon it's gonna be Sundays. You can listen to Pass the Gravy, bro, when Big Brother starts. Mondays, a recent study suggests the 52 with our buddy Keith from Southern Star. Angel's on it too. Then the Tuesdays, you're going to have the Claire Big Blue podcast with me and Mike Fish. Wednesdays, you have Pass the Gravy. Mike Fish does the Waffle Box podcast. You can also listen to that after Pass the Gravy. Then Thursdays, you'll have Pass the Gravy Bro. Pass the Gravy Bro is also going to be on Wednesdays too. Fridays, it's the fucking weekend. So you hang out for a little bit or you finish the podcast you haven't got caught up on. Like you can't tell us we're not like telling you what to listen to. We're telling you to listen to other podcasts. Okay. We're telling you to listen to us first, though. Listen to us and then the other ones. We're just telling you other good stuff. When you're missing Pass the Gravy during the week, check out all the other ones we just told you. And Keith, so sorry, you can ask him about his podcast, ask him about what beers that they got coming out. Because every time we go up there, it feels like it's a brand new place.
So you want to know?
Wait, you guys made 9 new beers?
Yeah. Not only we said the Fuzz Pedal.
Taproom exclusives are wild.
If you don't know the Fuzz Pedal, it's flavors of peach ring gummies, orange, tropical fruit. I can tell you, I've had it. It's fucking amazing. They got the Coast to Coast they've been pushing hard right now. Grapefruit IPA. fuck, I mean, God, who doesn't love a little bit of hint of grapefruit in there? They also right now, some people are saying, I don't necessarily like drinking beer as much because there's a lot of calories. I like, right now they've got, and this is, I think the second year, maybe it's at least the second year, the local, I'm just going to make up some numbers because I don't remember what they are, 1428. It's their light beer that they're doing in conjunction with the local fire department out there by Southern Star. It's their firehouse, whatever it's a light beer. So you can go up there, have that, have a couple.
Basically bombshell light.
Bursting with flavor still, but it's light, and it's I think a little bit of gets kicked back to firefighters. So it's for a good cause.
You like to back your servicemen, right?
Yeah.
First responders,
yeah.
Military. They are servicemen too. They service their communities.
I should have taken a picture of what the board was and the other stuff that's up there. I didn't because I'm a
Go
big
up to the
dummy.
brewery. If you're up at the brewery, tag them at Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Tag the big board and be like, Pass the Gravy sent me, and tag us at Pass Gravy Pod. Let them know you're part of the Gravy Gang. They will give you a hug. Take care of you. I promise you will not be disappointed. 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. And if you're just drinking a Southern Star at all,
local 2731, Bombshell
go.
Blonde Light, supporting Conroe firefighters. Yeah.
I know Tessa was drinking a Southern Star. She tagged us in it the other day. Brandon was drinking a Southern Star and tagged us in that. That's Texas Cat Daddy. He sent us that. Just if you're drinking a Southern Star, tag us at Pass Gravy Pod. Tag them at Southern Star BC and at Southern Star Brewing Co. Let them know you're supporting the people supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Co., the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Who
that's
wants
bad.
to go
I'll go
first?
because I can run through mine real quick. First, I want to give an update on the 2-month long Not Cool that I've had going.
Xfinity.
Yeah, it is all good. We're all good now. Everything's 100%. Thank you, Xfinity. Took your time, but
we did it.
got it figured out. And actually, the shit.
Tom Petty always said the waiting is the hardest part.
We're actually running over 100% a lot of the time.
There you go.
Like we're supposed to have like 1,200 download speeds. We'll be running like 1,260.
No, that's nice.
We're fucking good. No more static on my channels. All good. Now I'll get into it. First one, my buddies, and I've probably talked about this almost every time we've gone up for a boys' weekend at the lake house. Friday, pontoon boat, work, turnover, fine. We took it to Party Cove. Saturday was supposed to be the big day. Our buddy ran the jet ski over there. Was like, dude, yeah, bunch of people. It's popping. Day 2. This thing's old. It's an old pontoon. Just would not fucking turn on. So we couldn't go to Party Cove day 2.
This did happen when y'all were at Margaritaville.
Margaritaville, yes. Well, it got us there, but then wouldn't turn on the way back. But then most days it'll just turn on one day and won't the second. It is what it is. But who am I to complain about a free fucking weekend lake trip? I'm not complaining.
It's a not cool.
But just the boat not working. It sucks. Not cool number 2. Aaron Judge keeps hitting walk-off home runs against the Stros. Not a big fan of that. Fuck that guy.
It's fine when it happens to your team, is it, huh?
It's not, but it is going to be really funny when the Yankees don't sign him this year and the Angels sign him for like $600 million.
Well, it won't matter.
Yeah, because
He
he's going
won't
to
do
suck
well when
after
they
that
leave the
anyway.
Yanks. But yeah, I also so the Yankees and Astros split a series they went from Thursday to Sunday, and on Thursday night somebody slid into my Instagram's DMs just talking shit, and that was when he hit the walk-off and won. And then Sunday it was like all day I just had
he hit another walk-off, like 2 walk-offs in one series.
Oh hey, but that's like there's nothing better than like when you like, because I didn't see the DMs as they were happening, I like saw it later, and there's nothing better than when you get to do the like, oh hey dude, I actually didn't get to see how the game ended. That like they won though, right? Oh shit, that fucking sucks. I just looked at what happened. That sucks. It you talked way too much shit beforehand.
T's and P's, bro.
T's and P's, bro. T's and P's.
Yeah, that. But I got another one. My lip has been split for like a fucking week. I'm trying to use lip balm on it all the time.
One of the worst.
One of the worst. Because I don't have the self-control to not constantly, 1, fuck with it with my tongue, and 2, just kind of bite away the scabs that are forming.
I bite away at it all the time, and like I just then you're like ripping off more skin, and you're making it worse, and you're like, "What are you doing, idiot?" And when it's right in the middle, the ones in the middle are the worst because it's just like this isn't going to be fixed, and it's like it's a little bit easier in the summer, But like in the winter, you're just like, fuck, I'm gonna have a split lip for the next 6 weeks. Like it's just it in the winter, you just can't figure it. It just I don't know why. In the summer, you can deal with it, but like I also deal with that where you just bite away at it and you're like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? What's wrong?
I just can't stop. I can't stop. And it's just gonna stay there. It'll take 2 weeks and it's gonna work. Another one last night, my shin was
and nobody
itchy.
has any sympathy for you, bro.
Yeah.
No one has any sympathy for the guys. Like my lip really fucking hurts and it's bothering me. And you're like,
No, it
that is
doesn't
fucking-
hurt.
It is hell. It is hell every day.
It doesn't hurt. It's just
To me,
it's
it's
split,
hell.
and it looks stupid. And then occasionally I'll go to bite something, and like it'll hurt for like a quarter of a second because it just resplits open. I'm like, oh great.
But then there's blood sometimes. It's the worst.
See, this thing never bleeds, though. That's the good thing. So last night, a couple nights ago, I just decided to rewatch all of the Rambos because I was like, it's fucking dope. It's a great series. So I did that, and so I've been watching them all. And last night, I finished up the end of 3, Rambo 4, which is just called Rambo, where he's in I don't know, one of the Southeast Asian countries, and he's literally ripping dudes in half with a 50 cal, which is awesome. And then for the first time ever, I finally watched Rambo Last Blood.
Is that the one with Michael B. Jordan?
He's not in. Oh, fuck you. I see what you're doing. Fuck you. No, but that one was really good too. And it took turns I did not expect. It was really good. But for some reason last night, while I was watching all these, and then also I started watching the one after that. So I was up to like almost 4 o'clock. My shin on my right shin just started getting itchy. And like the best way to scratch that is not lean over all the times because I've got a fat gut. I just scratch it with my big toe of my other foot. And it just kept getting itchy, and I felt it happening over the night. I knew it was going to happen, but I couldn't stop it. So now I've got a hole in my shin from where it was itchy, and my toenail just scratched away the skin. Normally this happens on the top of my foot, so I'm actually kind of happy it happened to the shin. Normally when this happens, I get it like an itch on the top of my foot in the middle of the night, and I just hammer away at it. And that sucks because your sock rubs against it, your shoe rubs against it. Middle of the shin I can deal with, but it's just kind of fucking annoying that I had a psychosomatic itch that I couldn't get. So I had to carve the skin off of my fucking bone. I felt like a goddamn meth head. So that one wasn't great. My last one, I've got one more not cool. Robert, are you looking at the prep sheet? I have a feeling this might be yours as well, so I don't want to take
I saw
it.
that.
Were you going to use this one?
No.
Okay, so my last one during the Astros Mets game today, little pop fly to shallow right field. Jeremy Pena and Jordan fucking collided, and Jordan might have gone completely out for a minute. I'm not sure. He definitely had to leave. I'm pretty sure he's got a concussion. Pena was able to kind of bounce back up, but neither one looked like serious injuries, but they were both down for like 5 minutes. I think it was more so they just didn't see each other coming, maybe lost or win, but Pena's forearm/elbow went right into Jordan's nose. So I'm pretty sure he's got a concussion. He'll probably be out, at least a week? I don't know how they treat concussions in baseball. Pena seemed to be okay. Just kind of a little out of it. But yeah, that fucking sucks. Thank God for Jason Castro hitting a 2-run bomb because I was like, oh, great. Our best hitter and one of our like top 4 hitters is now out of the lineup in the 8th inning. Awesome. But we pulled the win out anyway. But now we just gotta wait and see. I guess it gives McCormick a chance to get a little more playing time.
Yeah,
and Mauricio Dubon, he's played well when he's in there. He's not Pena, but fun to watch. He's a fun name to say.
Fun
Mauricio
name.
Dubon.
But
Very
then
fun.
you hit do bombs. Saw that
Do-bombs?
this weekend.
Actually,
That's cool.
I like to say there's a Dugong because it's also a Pokemon
Like
name, so it's
that.
fun to say.
I like that.
Yeah.
Put his
Yeah.
face on that Pokemon and then sell it.
And then we got Chaz Michaels in the outfield.
I like
Just
that.
showing people what a skater's body really looks like. So there you go. That's my list of not cools that I had
That was quite a few.
from what was actually a pretty solid fucking week.
There you go.
I can go next then.
All right.
Mine-
Well,
mine's
yeah,
pretty
you-
quick. I guess sticking with baseball, like two days after the Astros no-hitter against the Yankees, people were still complaining to the broadcasters about them saying no-hitter.
Oh,
during the broadcast.
Who was that
I was-
nerd that was
I-
arguing with Blummer?
I don't know, but
A fucking nerd.
I posted about it. Did you know that Jeff Blum that calls the Astros games, he was part of a no-hitter as a player and then in the booth got to call a no-hitter? Did you know that?
I did not. Did you know?
I
that
haven't watched
the
any of the
have
Astros
no-hit
games.
The Yankees twice.
I mean, it happens. I'm not like, you can't get mad. Like, it was like, yeah, all right,
No.
fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You no hit us once every 20 years. Okay. I'll
Honestly,
take that.
when a no-hitter happens to you,
I honestly didn't even realize it was a no-hitter until like the seventh inning. Inning, because they had people on base. They were errors. Like, I didn't like, my brain was just like, I kept looking at like, fuck that. Like, everybody's 0 for 2 or 0 for 3. Like, what?
and they
then
don't
I,
tell
like,
you.
looked-
See, that's the problem. They got to tell you that it's a no hitter.
no, they don't.
But
They gotta tell
but-
you.
you're not supposed to.
No.
Not
No,
if you're.
no,
I didn't get to see the Yankees
Baseball
broadcast
is a
because it was
sport
in
of
Houston.
humor. It's a sport
get to
of
see the Yankees.
superstition.
No, I didn't
You
get to see the
don't
Yankees
fucking
one.
Say the words. If you're too
The Yankees
stupid
broadcast
to
should have
understand
said it.
it's
The
on you.
Astros should not have. I am all for that.
If the players don't want to say it, then that's fine. Broadcasters, go for it.
No.
Yes, it doesn't
No,
matter.
now I don't. I used to hate it when they did. If they say it, I don't mind. But you can't get mad at them for not saying it, especially in the age we live in, when I have the MLB app, Bleacher Report, and a third app that every time something happens in sports, I get a blurb from my fucking teams. So if you really need to know that bad, you should probably subscribe to Bleacher Report, and it'll tell you
ESPN's
Astros on the fucking verge of a no-no through 7. It'll fucking
ESPN's
ESPN,
Astros
that's the
hate.
other one.
They didn't even send me one of those. I didn't even get one of those.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe not.
I didn't notice it if I did. But
But it's
yeah,
just like,
I honestly
if
didn't
you
realize
can't
it was a
figure
no-hitter.
it out,
And
if you're
then when
mad
he
they
comes
don't,
out,
I will never understand fans that are mad that they won't say it. Just say it. Just say it. Why won't you say it? Because it's superstitious. If you know what's going on, why do you need them to say it? And if you're too stupid to know what's going on, that's on you. You're not actually a real fan. Go fuck yourself.
I don't think they should get mad if they do say it.
No, I used to. Now I'm like, I mean, if you say it, it's fine. It doesn't bother me anymore. I'll knock on wood for you when it's fucking. Now, like, if I'm just sitting there with my friends and I get an update, I'm like, hey, dude, the Stros, I'm not sure anyone's been on base today from
not a lot of base
from a swing.
runners.
I think the only guys that have reached base might have walked. I'm like, like you lay it on heavy with friends. So like, as you don't say it,
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it all the time.
I mean, fine, but
I'm saying
if
all
it
the
you
time.
doesn't
jinx
it doesn't
that's on
bother me
you.
as much, but like, you know, it's a superstitious thing. Why are you going out of your way to be a dick, Robert?
It's true.
I'm just saying it. I'm not going out of the way. Like if you're like
Debatable.
if you're like Pat and he's like hamming it up like that, I'm going to say it. But
So you know I'm trying to do it for a reason because it's superstition, and you're like, oh, you mean a no hitter? That's
Oh,
a dick
too bad.
move.
I didn't realize you were an adult who believed in superstitions. I'm sorry.
I am.
I'm sorry.
It's
A
the
little
only
superstitious.
thing I believe in, Robert. Let me have this.
I think adults should believe in superstition.
So-
it's good to have that.
In addition to that, off baseball now. My other one, I recently bought betting
I'm gonna put a radio jammer on your house so you can't even listen to the Astros.
like a week ago, and then
We
this
got
week,
7 beds.
and then this week I saw that it was on sale for half off. And I'm like, I paid full price for this.
Are you still within the 30-day return policy?
Yes, I actually did return it, and I bought it again.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say. There you go. But
See,
but
I
that-
would have just been like,
that in
fuck, I
itself-
spent the money.
But
You're a
that in
better
itself
person
is
than me.
not cool because now you got to deal with the fucking return.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And then you got to get it again.
But I did do
That's
that. It was
fine.
just annoying.
It's like, no, here's a chore that I get.
Mhm.
Yeah, that fucking blows. It's a solid one. I have a couple. One is stolen valor is mostly used for like people that pretend to be military that are not military.
That's literally what it means.
I did a bit of stolen valor, but it was not with the military this weekend. It was at a pride party. It was Pride Weekend I mean, it's for me, it's Pride Weekend every weekend. Love is love, but like it was like the Pride Parade was in downtown Houston, and my brother and I, like his girlfriend was out of town, Emma was working this weekend, so I went and hung out with my brother. We went downtown, and we are gonna hit up a bar. I had talked about it being Pride Weekend, like on the Rod Ryan show. We had mentioned it, like I was aware. I just didn't put two and two together. Like we're going downtown. It is Pride Weekend, and we went to like this rooftop bar. We go up there, and then they gave it. They wanted to give us these gift bags. Like, oh, we're good. And then we saw like people walking to the Pride Parade. I was like, oh yeah, the parade's downtown. That's cool. We went up there and like they tried to give us the gift bags. Like, all right, whatever. I'm good. Thank you though. And then we go up there and like 6 people just immediately, like we walk up to the bar, right to like the rooftop, and like 6 people just introduce themselves to us. And we're like, oh, hi. Hey, what's going on? My name's so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, what's up? It's Alex. It's Will. Hey, good to meet you, man. And they're like, well, thanks for coming. And we're like, do they work at the bar? Like, okay. And then somebody brought us 2 beers. They're like, what are y'all drinking? And we're like, oh, they brought us 2 beers. And we finished the 2 beers. And then they brought us another 2 beers. And we were like, okay. And then eventually, like I was like we were just hanging out, kind of talking. Like we met people, and then then Will and I went to go to the bar to buy some drinks, and they were like, oh, and you're with I'm not gonna say the company's name, but they were like, you're with them, and we're like, no. They're like, well, how'd you get up here? We're like, we walked and got in the elevator, went upstairs, walked out. Like they were like, nobody stopped. Just like nobody even said anything to us. And they're like, oh, well, this is a private party. This is a private party. And then we realized like, oh, this company had reserved this for a pride party. And then we just went and like crashed it unintentionally. And it was like, I somewhat stole valor, I guess, by trying to take, like, I wasn't trying to take away from the Pride weekend. I wasn't trying to do that or anything. Like, I know straight people can go to Pride too, but I felt like I was like, oh no, I took like the Pride Parade beers. These weren't for me. These were people that were specifically for this company.
Wow.
Well, it's from the company. It was from the company. And it was like,
Wow.
I was like, I don't know. I felt bad that like we crashed a party basically. But like, it's funnier to say like, I feel like I stole Pride valor. Like we crashed a party unintentionally.
So
But it was like, it was the nicest group of people ever. Like they were just chatting us up. They were talking.
So
they were talking.
You just stole from the gay vibe.
4 beers, totally.
Did you actually do anything to help gay people this weekend?
I'm an ally. I don't know.
I feel like I did. I kissed my buddy on the lips at the lake house. Our buddy was like, "You won't kiss," and we both like, "Mwah."
Did you stay after that, or did you leave?
We left. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They were probably like, "Well, you
so
can't."
So it was funny. So we had finished it. We had the 2 beers that they gave us. They're like, "Oh yeah, like let's get it." They're drinking this, and they brought us more beer, and then we went up, and Will and I were getting another one, and like it was like the funniest part of like the whole thing was like we slowly were like, "Oh shit, yeah, my bad," and like the lady had already poured from the tap both beers. And then she's handing the card to us to fill out the like to tip and hand back to her. And it's like, well, we've already kind of paid for it. And she's like, well, I think the bar downstairs is open. We're like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then we just went and kind of hung out on the rooftop part of it until we finished our beers. And then we went and left. We didn't eat any of the food. We were really tempted. We were like, well, we've already come this far. There's food. No, we didn't. We didn't do the food thing, but I sort of stole valor at like at a pride party this weekend. I felt bad.
Now that I think about it, was me kissing my buddy on the lips stolen valor for gay people?
Yeah. You were pretending to be gay.
I thought I was just
when you're not,
expressing acceptance. Turns out, just stealing.
But also
because my buddy's very good looking, so I stole that kiss from what could have been a gay guy. It's like when a straight actor takes a gay role. I stole that kiss from a gay man.
Yes.
Damn it, my bad. Hey, I'll hand up. Apology, guys. I'll try and be better.
Hey, as long as you're learning from it, I need you to do a notes app apology.
It'll probably happen again.
I'm sorry that I kissed my friend.
I kissed my buddies. Okay? I kissed my buddies. We're just friends like that, okay?
Guys do stuff like that. It's just guys being dudes. But
we're just kissing buddies.
Also, I just thought we didn't put it all together. Like 6 people introducing themselves. They tried to hand us gift bags. We went in. Maybe this is a private event. We should have asked that. But also, like, I kind of just like the idea of like private from now on, like when you see somebody walk into any bar at any point in time, just like walk up like, "What's going on? Hi, how are you? I'm Alex." Like it threw me off for a second. I was like, this guy's just being super polite. Like, okay. Turns
I would
out
be
he was one
like-
of the people that worked for the company that was hosting the thing. So yeah, it makes sense.
If somebody came up to me just immediately and was that nice, I'd be like, "You're trying to get me in a cold, aren't you?
It caught me off guard. No, because he was super friendly.
I'll take your free beers, but I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I want to see that beer be opened before you hand it to me."
So that was my first not cool ad. And I apologize for stealing valor, fellas. I'm an ally. I support the cause. All right. Love is love. And then my other not cool was just when you're like waiting at a restaurant to pay, and this is like the same, this is back-to-back things. So we left there and then went out to go eat, and my brother and I got some dinner, and when we were paying the check, we just waited like 20 minutes for them. Like we had the check, filled it out, we're waiting for them to come get it to give our card back. And it was just like that. When you're stuck in that weird limbo, you're like, come on. And like it was kind of crowded. So it's like I can't be super mad because that guy had his hands full. But like then you get to like you feel like an asshole when you're like, every time he walks by, you're like raising your hand, like, hey, can I? You do the check thing, like trying not to be up. Like I kept trying to be like over here. Like you get to a certain point like that, you're like, all right, I'm being the asshole. But eventually, like it worked out. But it was about like a 20-minute window of like, we got the check. Here's my card. It's filled out, ready to go. Like, let's just go. I guess it wasn't filled out, but the card was there ready to go. And it was like, I like it's not cool in the waiter because I know his hands are full, but it's like when you are stuck in that like, all right, we're done here. Like we finished our margaritas. We're ready to bounce.
As someone who works at a restaurant and is a manager, yeah, that drives me fucking nuts too. I don't care how busy you are.
It was a big restaurant. We went to El Tiempo, so it was like pretty big, pretty crowded on a Saturday night. So I wasn't I wasn't like mad at him. I was just frustrated with the situation.
No, and it does happen from time to time where you get so busy and like you're just running back and forth, this, and you don't realize it. But it pissed me off because did anybody else walk by you? Did another server?
Yeah.
A manager?
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that pisses me off. I'm like, I'd be like, I don't care that that's not your table. You should notice that a card is down and be like, hey, tell the manager, tell the server, they've got their card down. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating. Like, here's what pisses me off about it, Alex. Somebody saw it. Somebody saw that your card was down.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's not like the waiter was fucking awesome. The waiter was really cool, like the whole time. So like the waiter was a good waiter, which was like, I'm not gonna fucking not tip on that shit. But
yeah,
like, we could give him a really good.
I get it. It's frustrating.
And it was just like we could tell that like that dude was in the weeds from the get go, and like he was fucking super attentive. And it was just like, oh, the check's out. Like we obviously were not the priority at that point because he was trying to get orders out and shit. But it was like,
yeah,
I'm still here. And really, I was out of my margarita, dude. If I should have ordered another margarita, and then I would have like had the time to finish the margarita, so it didn't feel like I was waiting.
Yeah, I'm just saying from a management standpoint, that pisses me the fuck off too, because I know somebody else saw it and just didn't say shit. Because a manager could
like,
just
not my job.
They probably, even if it's really busy and we're running food, the manager has time to walk over, grab that card, log in through the server, swipe it, give it back to you.
Yeah.
3 minutes. So yeah, no, I get that is frustrating as shit. You're just trying to get out.
It's a minor not cool, but it's a not cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
It is.
That's what I got this week.
That's good.
If you guys have any not cools happen here throughout the week, hashtag PTG not cool to @PassTheRayPod on Twitter. Let's move on to the answers segment. You guys send us any questions you have. You want relationship advice? We got you. Got any high thoughts or business ideas? Hit us up with those as well. @PassTheRayPod. Use the hashtag PTG answers. That's where we find them first. You can also email them to us. Just go to PassTheRayPod.com. It should have like an answers question like link. You can just email us there. Answers @PassTheRayPod.com. But we do check Twitter way more often, so please hit us up on Twitter. That's where we prefer it. Hashtag PTG answers @PassTheRayPod. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question this week is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
at OMG and Skylar on Twitter, and he says, I think this is an idea he's throwing for us. OnlyFans, but it's elderly women teaching us how to sew, knit, can tomatoes / other produce, quilt, and some recipes. We call it Only Grands.
Most of that I think would work, but I think you're underestimating how guarded of their recipes a lot of older women are.
A lot of them, like there's no older people have like, they're not like typed up. They're handwritten in cursive that we wouldn't be able to understand. So they spilled like something on it at some point years ago. So like some of the wording is smudged in the bottom right corner. So you really kind of got to already know what you're going in with, or else you're gonna fuck up how much flour to put in on it and stuff. Like maybe there's a little burn mark on it. I don't know.
The rest of it, though, I think grandmothers would be thrilled to be able to share these videos. Like, they would love to teach the new generation how to knit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Emma follows
Grandmothers
this lady
love
on
that
Instagram that's like a grandma. I don't know if she is a grandma. She could be a grandma though. She seems like she's a grandma, and her name's Babs, and she like does like these how-to videos, and she's always like, "Hi everybody, it's Babs. Hey, it's Babs. Hi, it's Babs." And I was like, "Oh, it's Babs. What's Babs up to?" And it's like, "Hi, it's Babs. And today we're gonna teach you how to fix this thing." And you're, "Oh, okay, let's go." But it is kind of like handy little tricks from like your grandma. But really, like everybody's grandma, or most people's grandma, had like a little trick that they'd show you. You know, I remember my grandma, she told me the best way to get rid of the hiccups was to ask when the last time you saw a rabbit was. Now I've tried it since then, it didn't work, but I remember when she did it the first time, it worked, and I thought she was a fucking magician. I was a how. And it's like little things like that your grandma does. Like you just need those little pieces of advice.
My grandmother never taught it to me, but she was really good at cheating at cards. And she would never acknowledge it nor teach it, because if she did, then she wouldn't be as good at cheating at cards. That was her thing. She loved that. Now,
but see, this is where you get to choose if you want to be on the platform. Only Grands is perfect because you get to pay them the money for their knowledge on these things. If they want to give out the recipes, they can charge you $50 a month for their recipes. You know, like I like that idea.
My grandmother could teach you how to give a look. Like you're being a little shithead. She just gives you that fucking look that stop. You better fucking stop right now.
Yeah.
Or just the look of I'll fucking end you right now.
Yeah.
But without
Robert,
saying it, though,
any
because she was a very
things you
caring
learned?
woman. A look that says, you better bring me my fucking white wine right now.
Oh, you're muted.
There you go.
From a grandma? No, not from a grandma.
How to throw a chancla?
I guess
Racist.
that's from a...
As soon as I said it in my head, I was like, wait, was that racist?
A little bit.
It was in good spirit, though.
Talk again, Robert. I think your mic's messing up.
Yeah, it's this cable sometimes. It's like my
Okay,
volume
you're
is
good,
up.
you're good now.
You're good.
It's my cable.
Yeah. It's back down again.
But you got nothing to share. Trying to think of. I mean, I have one grandmother that could teach you how to. She could have taught you how to smoke a pack of cigarettes and drink a bunch of Dewer Scotch in a day, while
That's
making
a
an apple
skill.
pie. Oh, you know what skill she could teach you? How to hit a grandchild running through the pantry or running through the kitchen with a wooden spoon behind your back without even looking. She could teach you that one. Got me with that one. Shout out, Grandma. I love you. I miss you. She could teach you how to have 10 kids and not go fucking insane. Don't know how she did that one. But my other
That's pretty
grandmother,
wild.
yes, she could teach you how to knit and make a quilt. And she would have loved to pass on that skill.
I like the idea. I like Only Grands is the idea.
Only Grands is a great idea.
You
I
know
gotta
what?
tell you, I'd fucking watch a lot of it.
I'm checking. I'm gonna check that box. Yes, absolutely. I'd like to be an investor in that.
Dude, is grandma Instagram a thing? Because I want to fucking get in on that shit. I just want to learn
Grandstagram?
shit from old ladies. Grandstagram.
Instagram.
Is it Instagram or Instagram?
Instagram.
Because I didn't call mine
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram.
Or for one of mine, Instameme.
All
Shout out
right,
Meme. Miss you.
This is from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston on Twitter. And she says, if you could take any food item into the past and invent it, what would you pick? It's pizza.
Oh man.
Pizza. You get so much love. Like, I don't know who invented pizza. Probably like Alfred Pizza back in 1300. But like, if you could go back in time, and like, I'm not talking like Italian pizza. I'm talking like the Americanized version of the awesome thing we call pizza. Like I don't know, like it's like nobody's upset ever when pizza's on the menu. And I get that there's other foods that are probably better than pizza, but like pizza's just universally loved by so many people. Like if you're the guy that invented like American type pizza, you're like, yo guys, what if we took what the Italians did, but just did this and then we can deliver it? Like, I think everybody would love me. I would love, if I found that guy's name, I'd love him.
You know what I might take? Because this is generational wealth we're also building here. Imagine if in my restaurant I could say I invented fajitas. If I had the original fucking fajita, I gotta be, what was it? Ninfa's on Navigation, whatever the fuck it is. That one that's been there, or I don't know if it's Ninfa's, whatever the fuck it, like if you could be the person, and you could like look it up, who invented fajitas, and it said Pat Dion. That'd be a fucking dope thing to have.
It'd be called Dion's.
Okay, let's be real. For me, it would be a chimichanga. But I took all these ingredients and fucking fried it. That'd be pretty dope.
I always think Mexican food was literally just like, well, we have this and this and this.
Cheeseburger.
What if we just wrapped it up, put cheese on it?
Cheeseburger would be a good one.
Robert, what you got?
Yeah, the first thing that came to my mind was pizza.
Just because everybody likes
easy,
it. So,
that's
I mean,
why I was trying to
tacos too.
Yeah.
Tacos is also a good one. It's just like stuff that people like the most. Like, yeah, I want to be the guy in charge of that. That'd be sick.
You know what?
Like, I wouldn't change any of it. Like, yeah, it's just a circle. You cut it up. You can eat it in like these triangle slices. It's great.
I'm going to change my answer one last time. I'm going to take the chicken parmesan. If I could invent the chicken parmesan,
I mean, there's
that's
other
such
parmesans.
That's a, hi, Sam. I mean, there's veal parmesan, which is an offshoot of it. But like, if I invented the fucking parmesan, like the people just show up on your menu, like, what is this?
I go veal parmesan over chicken parm.
I would take chicken parm over.
I usually just get veal at Italian restaurants, though.
Just because, like, I'm saving money on the chicken parmesan. Chances are to be just as fucking good.
True.
But yes, veal is
True.
more tender and everything, but like, I don't want to pay $12 more for it. You know,
That's true.
I'm gonna get the chicken parmesan. I'm gonna go chicken parmesan.
All right. So chicken parm for you and pizza for me and
Yeah.
Robert.
Yeah.
Because
Good
I
question,
have an
Danielle.
imagination. Let us know what y'all would invent.
Yeah. Okay. What do we got next? You know, another good one that's like an honorable mention would be the Oreo. That would be fucking wild. Just be like, what if we just put cream?
Dude, I
and then
wasn't
put
even
these
thinking
two
about
cookies on top of it?
snacks. Dude, you invent gummy bears. That'd be a sick one.
Like, no, they're like
The
little tiny
Cheeto?
chewy things, but they're
Reese's.
The
would be
Cheeto?
great.
You want to invent Reese's? Oh, Reese's. I thought you said racist.
raisins.
Okay, if we're going to snack, though, I think I'm going to take Cheetos. That's pretty fucking dope.
I think Oreos are pretty wild.
The chocolate
all
chip
right.
cookie. So many.
We got next. This is from Adam the Cop at Deputy83T12 on Twitter. And he says, this is for y'all to answer for the warden, aka my wife. He says, we leave to camp in the Ozarks Friday for 10 days. I argue that drinking times do not apply to a camping vacation. If I start fishing at 6 a.m., I get a beer at 6 a.m., right? It's never too early. Yeah, man. It's vacation.
You're on vacation.
Like, your regular schedule does not apply unless you're at like your mother-in-law's house, or like you have to go to like family, like where like the grandparents are. Like no, like if you're going to your mother-in-law's house, like you probably shouldn't walk out of like the bedroom at like 8 a.m. while she's cooking breakfast and then crack open a beer. That's a little weird. If you're on vacation with the family, like vacation with the family is you going to a destination. Camping is a destination. It's not a mother-in-law's house or a grandma's house. If it's not, you're not going to a family member's house. Abso-fucking-lutely. No rules apply at that point. I think, yes, I can understand her like pushing back a little bit. If it's like, we're going to go visit my parents, you cannot start drinking at 6 a.m. But if you're fishing, you kind of can.
Yeah, you fucking you don't know the fuck.
As long as you're not fishing in the backyard. So if you're going to a place to fish, like, come on.
Tell the warden you're not inside her four walls anymore. All right. You are a free man on vacation. Okay. So yeah, it's vacation. I don't care if you're on vacation in a motel room that you guys took a 48-hour getaway. Wake have a cooler next to you wake up, open the cooler next to you on the side of the bed, crack a beer and drink it before your feet even hit the ground. It's vacation, bro.
Like not to say that I mean, I'm
have a
obviously
fucking
a big camper
day
guy
buzz.
going.
A day buzz is the best kind of buzz.
I've camped twice in the last 2 years, and it's just the same group of friends that just go on a camping trip, but now I'm included on it. So obviously I'm a big camper, but like both times I've gone camping in the last 2 years, like I would wake up and like I woke up one of the days and I was hungover as shit from the night before. But you know what I did? I just cracked a beer because I had to. Because I was like, this is a boys' weekend. We're out here in the fucking woods. This is vacation. You can't I'm not going to just have like a fucking coffee. I'm not going to just pour coffee in the morning. I'm going to fucking, here we go.
Or have a coffee, a little bit of Irish cream.
But you start drinking as early as you fucking can just because you can. That's the beauty of a vacation. There's not fucking rules.
That's the big thing that fucks up your thing about you go to your mother-in-law's house, you don't start drinking right away. Fuck that. You're on vacation. I bet you she's got some Irish cream in that house. You wake up, you don't crack a beer. Maybe you don't pour yourself a glass of whiskey to start the day. You wake up, you make your coffee. You pour a little Irish cream in there. Or if you're one of those people that just pours whiskey right into it, but that shit don't mix so well. Throw a little Irish cream.
Camping though, drinking the beers starts as soon as you fucking decide it starts. Not like this is your vacation, bro.
Especially camping. Like, honestly, if she's questioning...
Camping was like, I believe it translates loosely in Latin to just like drinking party outdoors.
Adam, I know you love her and you've chosen to like start a life with her and have a family and all this shit. But if she's questioning what time you start drinking on a camping trip, you might need to check into a post-nut, my friend. You might not want to reevaluate.
She's a 10, but she won't let you start drinking at 6 a.m. on vacation.
Bro. Wow.
That's the new TikTok trend the kids.
The only time she can evaluate
this toxic trait.
The only time she's allowed to evaluate what time you start drinking on a vacation is if you have just like seriously outkicked your coverage. Like if I was with, say, Emma Stone or Jennifer Lawrence, yeah, they get to make every decision for the rest of my life because that's just a level of hotness that I should not be even touching.
Fair.
But like us, you're dating a normal civilian, not a celebrity uber hot. See, now I feel bad because I'm not saying your wife isn't beautiful. I'm sure she's absolutely gorgeous. I would not look at her that way, Adam. But yeah, you're a red-blooded American male. You're allowed to fucking start drinking.
Robert, do you agree? It's vacation.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, I know you don't drink, but it's like, bro, it's vacation.
It's vacation.
All right. Good question.
Why do I always talk myself?
You always say that one extra thing.
It's always in the answers. It's the end when I've had 5 or 6 beers and I just talk myself in. I start at a good point and then I just fucking that one sentence comes
you try
out.
And like, shame me for stealing valor, and then you point out that you actually stole valor worse than me.
Hey, I will never apologize for kissing my buddies. Okay.
All right, guys being dudes. Let us know what the warden thinks because I feel like our ruling should stand, especially when Bo agrees with us. Next one we got is Alex McThunder, or at Alex. He's Alex. Oh, at Alex McThunder 1 on Twitter. He says, "How much money would it take Alex and Pat not to drink alcohol for an entire year? In Bo's case, let's make it whatever his favorite drink is for a whole year." I feel like however much Invisalign is because it's really limiting my amount of drinking.
There's levels to this. Am I allowed to do other stuff? Am I allowed to do other stuff?
Can't drink alcohol.
But can I smoke weed?
Yeah, that's not off the table.
Okay, I would probably put the price at like, I was gonna say 100 grand, but probably 50 grand. Actually, I might go.
Salary. That's like a year's salary to some people.
Actually, you know what I would probably put it at? I would put it
rent
at
taken care of for a year.
I would put it at 13 grand because that would pay off my car tomorrow.
Bro, you just fucking did the word like
That's
read
how you
art-
negotiate.
art of the deal. Read
no,
art of
we're
the
not-
deal.
We're not negotiating here. We're just saying
You just literally knocked off $47,000.
if there was somebody that was actually going to pay me this, yes, but no, this is just a hypothetical, and I came to the actual conclusion.
Look, I'll give you 50,000. Pat's like, how about 13?
Okay, there's nobody actually offering me 50 though. That's what I'm saying. I'm
You should
actually
have stayed at 50. I think I'd do it at 50.
I'm respecting the process. I have a major debt to pay off, and 13 grand would pay it off, and then I would have a brand new, fully paid off car.
But you couldn't drink to celebrate it.
But I could just get high
That's
for a year.
fun.
I would just get high. Yeah, hey, it would stop me from drinking and driving
True.
for 1 year. Plus, then think about it. At the end of that year, I've got a fully paid off car, and I can get fucking hammered to celebrate.
But you have like 50,000 will leave you with some extra.
Yeah, you didn't have
It
any
could-
spending cash. You just
You guys are failing to understand where I'm coming from. I didn't talk myself down from a guy that was going to
You
pay me
did,
this anyway.
you did.
did.
You went
You said you were at
100,000
100 and then 50 and then 13.
I would also take 50 or 100. You think somebody's going to come up to us tomorrow or DM me tomorrow and be like, okay, Pat, I'll give you the 13. I was going to give
I
you
would
the
start
50,
at 50.
but
I would
now
start at
I'll
50 and I
only
would go no lower.
Nobody's actually going to pay it. You guys aren't respecting the argument.
I am.
No, you're not, because
Yeah.
I guarantee you for less than 50 grand. Dude, you said 50 grand, but you're like, oh, whatever Invisalign costs. I bet you that's less than the $13,000 that I need to pay off my car.
Yeah.
So you're actually worse than me.
Well,
in
no,
your
I was
mind.
making the joke that I've kind of limited myself with how much I can drink anyways. So it's like that was the joke. But
Yeah, no
50,000
one's paying
I'm-
him. He
is my
paid.
point.
I'm respecting the exercise.
I
of
also
actually
respect it, and I'm saying
thinking,
50,000.
but that's not true. You would take less. I guarantee you would take less.
Now I will not take less.
Yes, you would.
Non-negotiable.
You wouldn't take
Bailey would like to
20.
do.
You wouldn't
Bailey would
take
like to offer me.
$20,000, $20,000 to not drink for a year.
50,000.
I guarantee you take 20 because that would help, dude. That would like.
Non-negotiable.
I'm not gonna presume to know what your wedding's gonna cost, but 20,000 I think would take a good chunk out of it for you.
50,000.
See, you guys don't even respect the argument.
50,000. I'd still have to spend in money after.
You are disrespecting Alex McThunder by not.
I'm not.
actually
I
respecting
said
it.
50,000. I'm a man.
You're
that
full of
knows what I'm
shit.
worth.
You're full of
Pat,
shit though, because you would take
Pat,
less.
you don't respect yourself enough to
No, I
respect
don't.
your
No, I don't.
morals,
I
bro.
don't respect
Like
myself.
you
you're
need
telling
to
me
watch TikTok,
wouldn't-
bro. Rise and
you would-
grind. You're not rising and grinding.
You wouldn't take $49,999 per year.
That's round up to 50,000. Yeah, I would. Do
Oh no,
that.
no. So
Like,
so you would take less than 50.
a
What about-
dollar less. Yeah. Okay.
What about 49,000 flat? You wouldn't take 49,000 flat. Tax free.
No. Now you're getting crazy.
See, now you're a liar. Now you're a fucking liar. I want to know
I'm
what Robert's
50,000,
is.
man.
You're a liar.
50,000.
I gave you an honest answer because I do have a drinking problem, and I know as long as it's paying off my
you're
biggest bill
admitting
that I
that.
have, yeah, I'll admit that any day of the week. I drink way more than any person should.
So would you take 5,000?
No, I got to pay off my car for it to be a
Oh, okay.
whole year. For it to be a whole year for me, I really need to be able to just be done with my biggest bill, because not only does it drop that, it then drops my insurance.
What about 10,000?
Also,
So really,
Yeah,
13,000 is actually like
I bet he would do 10.
Yeah, you do 10.
You do 10 in a second.
13,000 is actually like $18,000 for me. Once I figure out insurance for the year, and it drops it from what it's going to drop it to. Once I don't have to have full
50 is
coverage
what
and
I
I can
would do.
drop
I
the
would do 50.
liability, you're full of shit. You are full of shit.
I'm a man that knows what I'm worth. That's $50,000.
You're not. I'll tell you this, Alex, right now. I fucking love you. You're not worth $50,000.
Well, we'll find out. Also, fun fact that I learned today. Did you know you can just request money from people on Venmo? I knew you could send
Yeah.
money to people.
I
So
saw what you did
was-
with Tessa.
Yeah, I was in a meeting with
I thought that was
Tessa,
fair. I thought that was fair.
And I sent her a Venmo request for $50,000, and she was talking about somebody who was like, "Oh, I had to pay so and so back on Venmo," and I was like, oh, I think I'm. I was like, I just sent you something on Venmo actually, and she was like, what the. What is she say? Alex Middleton would like you to send him $50,000. And also, like, what if she accidentally just hit yes? I won't drink for a year. That's my guarantee. If she accidentally sends me $50,000, I won't drink for a year.
You're so full of shit.
They're like, I want to just start sending all my friends like Venmo requests for like $1 million.
All the bits that I don't. All the bits that I don't do yes and with, and I don't just buy into and play along with, and I just shit on whatever the fuck you're saying. You're doing worse right now. You're not even buying in.
I'm telling you what I'm worth, buddy. 50,
You're not though. You are not worth 50,000, and I know you would take less. If someone said, "Alex, here's 10,000," actually, I don't know.
Have no idea how high I can fly, Pat.
Actually, I do. I think you've kind of you
are worth.
Alex, currently in your life right now, you are one step below how high you can fly. I think you got one more ladder to reach, and that's the end,
which
buddy.
is about $50,000. The ladder reaches to $50,000. Right?
You
That's
have
a good question, Alex.
You have
sorry, Pat's being a
seen
weirdo about it. All right. Final question this week. It's from Zach Woodruff at Surf the Void on Twitter, and the I in Void is a 1 in Surf the Void. Zach says, "Sand, heterosexual glitter." I think he's insinuating that glitter is gay, which is problematic. On
especially
Pride
right
Month
now.
of all months, we don't think that glitter is gay. We think that glitter is just like it's
annoying.
craft herpes.
Glitter's annoying.
Like it's non-bodily herpes is what glitter is, because you can't fucking get rid of it. Em and I had to move because we had gold glitter from 3 years prior in our other house, or 2 years prior in our other apartment. We had to fucking move because I just couldn't get rid of it. And it was glitter that was from her smacking my ass with glitter on it for a video in our bathroom. We did it, and there was glitter in our living room and on our balcony on the opposite side of the apartment. Like, I don't know how that works. Glitter just, you can't get rid of it. It's not gay. Glitter's not gay. It's just fucking, it's like herpes. It is non-nature herpes, but sand is like nature's glitter.
If glitter was gay, if glitter was gay, then why would strippers cover themselves in glitter?
You saying strippers can't be gay?
I mean, most strippers in strip clubs are catering to a male audience. If wouldn't
it be easier to be a stripper if you were gay? Like a stripper for the opposite sex if you were gay? Like if you were a gay guy, wouldn't it be way easier to be a stripper for women? Because like you're like, if you're with your guy, you're with your boyfriend, you're like, dude, I'm just going to like dance for the ladies. Like I'm not dancing with my dick in front of the dudes.
I think it's just easier to be a male stripper if you've got a big dick. I think that's the deciding factor, not whether or not you're straight or gay.
One. That's where I was not allowed to do.
Pun intended? Yeah, no, it's
I think that glitter is just like arts and crafts.
Actually, hey, let's try and respect the process on this. Is that if glitter was gay.
Oh, okay.
And that would mean gay guys love glitter. Nobody likes sand. Nobody likes to be covered in sand.
The beach likes sand.
It's fun being at the beach, but like the point of glitter, I think he's saying when it's gay is you're covering yourself in glitter.
Little kids like sand.
Yeah, but little kids also aren't sexual. They haven't hit puberty yet. Nobody likes being covered in sand.
It's sexualizing our children.
People might have glitter in their ass crack and they'd be okay with it. Nobody likes having sand in their ass crack. That is the worst.
I don't think a lot of people like having glitter in their ass crack either.
They might.
I think sand it's not heterosexual glitter. Sand is nature's glitter. That's what I would correct it to. It is not heterosexual glitter. It's nature's glitter.
Because it's annoying.
Because it's like when you have glitter, like if somebody sends you like I hate when you have to buy like a card for somebody and you it's like, oh, this is a cool card, and then you don't realize it's got a little bit of glitter on it, and you like finish signing the card, then you have glitter all over your shit. It's all over your car, and like God fucking damn it! Now I got blue glitter still in here from 2 years ago, and I vacuumed 100 times. Like it's just this is a part of me now. Like that is sand. You go to the beach, you can go wash your car 1,000 times and there's still fucking little grains of sand somewhere on it. And maybe your car is clean, but then your shoe has a little speck of it on there. And then the second you put your shoe back in there, boom, back out again. Like, yes, glitter is nature's sand.
I'm going to put glitter in this RSVP.
Sand is nature's glitter.
Yes, sand is nature. It's not heterosexual glitter. It's nature's glitter.
What RSVP? Oh, wedding RSVP. Yeah, well, you're sending it to not my house, so you're just being a dick to my parents.
Still gonna do it. Maybe I put a little glue on there, and then I make a glue dick that I cover in glitter, and I send that to your parents. I think your mom would laugh. I don't know about your dad. I think your mom would laugh at it.
I think it would be the other way around.
Okay, I don't actually know your parents very well.
So sand is nature's glitter. We will go with that.
Yeah.
What made us think, though, Zach? Made us think. All right, guys. You got any questions for us? Hashtag PTG answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. Hit us up on Twitter with those guys. That's all we got for you this week. Follow us on TikTok at Pass the Gravy Pod. We're on at Pass the Gravy Pod at TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Follow us on all the platforms. I am at Alex J. Middleton on Twitter and Instagram. Give me a follow. Robert's at Robert Barbosa03. Pat is at not Pat Dion. Give us all follows on there. Robert has a podcast every Monday with his wonderful girlfriend, Sam. A recent study suggests that's at A Recent Study Pod. Go subscribe to them. Give them a follow. Y'all are on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go
on YouTube as well.
Subscribe to their YouTube as well. Give them the thumbs up on all that stuff. Subscribe to Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. Go screenshot that you subscribe to Pass the Gravy, guys. Screenshot that. We'll give you guys shout outs next week. We need to really grow the YouTube audience and let's take over. Go follow us on the TikTok. We're trying to go viral. Apparently it's really easy to go viral on TikTok. Let's fucking make that happen. All right, guys. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. Have a fucking awesome 4th of July. Careful with those hands. All right. Nobody wants to Jason Pierre-Paul themselves. If you don't know who Jason Pierre-Paul is, look it up. Jason Pierre-Paul, 4th of July. You'll find out there. But yeah, eat some hot dogs. It's the best holiday of the entire fucking year, right? It's America's birthday. No holiday's better. Christmas gets all the shine. 4th of July is the king. 4th of July is the king. It is America's birthday. It's the most American day. Most American. You can be fat and eat fucking hot dogs and burgers all day and shoot fireworks and guns and fucking just hang out. It's the beauty.
I keep my explosions to the toilet.
Well, if you, again, don't forget, we can make our own fireworks this year. You guys have a great 4th of July. Great rest of your week. We love you guys. Until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!
Let me talk to him, come on. 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 Shorty had them apple bottom jeans.